Thank you to our National Junior ROTC for honoring our nation.
Welcome, everyone, to South Kitsap High School for our final football broadcast of the season. We're coming to you live right here on SKTV, Wave Digital Cable Channel number 205. And we're also streaming this game live in high definition on YouTube. You can find the link, which is skschools.com/SKTV. Tonight, the Wolves are taking on Silas High School, which is formerly known as Wilson High School in Tacoma. I'm Brian Pickard, and joining in the booth tonight is Troy Larson, and we're looking forward to a fun final game. Hope it's a competitive game for both teams, and just want to say that the color guard for the NJROTC presented the colors, and the South Kitsap High School Band, under the direction of Gary Grams, presented the national anthem. Troy, what do you think tonight? What are some keys?
So first of all, and thanks for mentioning the color guard. That was fantastic. I personally did not grow up with military families in my family, but even from high school, I remember watching the color guard go out. I will never get tired of watching high school kids present the colors at these type of events. It still gives me goosebumps. I'm a grown man. Like I said, I personally have never spent 2 minutes in the military. Respect them to all ends, and I think that is so cool for high school. So
totally agree. I remember playing ball, and you could probably say the same thing. Is it warming up on the field? And I finally got my first. I was ready to, to go at it once I heard the band play. They'd come marching in, with the drums and all that kind of thing, and then they would play in that national anthem. And goosebumps still to this day.
Goosebumps, and I never get tired of it.
Yeah.
Wrestling match, track meet, high school football, whatever. So good on you, people. That's awesome.
And their program is well decorated throughout the state.
Imagine. Yeah.
The ROTC, they do an excellent job. They perform at just about all, the football, basketball, and all that as far as the presentations and things like that. And an absolutely wonderful program run by the instructors and sponsored, of course, by South Kitsap School District.
Yeah, so good on you, kids. So anyway, back to the game. So
the
secondary after that. So, well, thankfully, Brian, it's a little nicer out right now than it was at 12 o'clock today when I don't know which was going more sideways, the leaves across my yard or the rain. So the weather,
Yes.
The weather has improved significantly, and certainly I don't know what the weather is to come over the next couple hours, but I anticipate that to be a key to the game for either one of these tonight. So are they going to be able to maintain a positive possession of the ball when they're on offense, or are they going to be able to force turnovers on the defense? I think that is going to be a significant part of the game tonight. Whoever wins the turnover battle stands a really good chance of winning this contest.
As always. Well, Troy, we're just waiting for the referee to give him the signal. Last Silas players coming out on the field. South is lined up to kick off. They're kicking to the north with the wind, which is significant tonight.
Yeah.
And they're waiting for the signal for this kickoff.
South Kitsap Wolves going right to left as far as you and I are concerned, Brian, in their traditional maroon, and Silas High School in all white this evening. They're visiting uniforms. Strong squib kick. Oh, he's got an opening. Waiting for a couple blockers. Finally gets knocked out of bounds at about their own 30-yard line. So 10, 20, 30, 40, maybe a 45-yard return on the opening kickoff, which I think was meant to be a squib kick out of the gate.
Right, and South has utilized that pretty much all season, at least the games that we've seen here at home, where they've, does that squib kick, and it's the idea is to minimize the return. Well, it didn't work. So they have the ball on their own 30-yard line. First and 10. We'll hopefully see a fired up Wolves defense here going after. Silas is huddling up here, but they're kind of signaling to the side. Looks like, I don't know if they have all 11 players or not.
So, and not that we see every game, Brian, but this is unique. They've actually huddled. Now, they've huddled 25 yards behind the ball, so maybe there's something that we don't know, but maybe
I did note that.
Maybe this is things to come, but I'm not sure if Silas that's in their game plan, if they're hurry-up offense. And
shotgun formation, pretty standard set. And it looks like the Wolves may have jumped. I don't think I saw Silas.
Like maybe Silas jumped number 50 in the middle of the Wolves line there, Brian.
Yeah, there were several of them that jumped, and it's going to be marched off 5. It's now going to be, not only do they have good field position, but it's going to be 1st and 5. And please, I'm going to do an advanced apology if I say Wilson High School.
We're going to do our best.
Troy's been doing that, and I've corrected him, which means I'm going to mess it up. Flag down, run to the left. He's running for the end zone, and he's in. But there is a flag down.
I think this one may be coming back for a hold. Generally, where that flag comes into play.
It came from the secondary of the defense. Their officials are talking it over, making sure they get it right. Wolves player is signaling to their coach that it's against them, against Silas.
And a penalty or no penalty, I know it might have been a key block, but little resistance there on the Wolves defense on that. We got to shore up the middle, and not we, them. They have to shore up the middle and make sure they have good gap integrity, and the whole thing. That was just a run off a tackle.
Got to turn it in. I don't know if that was the same player, but if it's not, they've got two guys with wheels that can move, and they got to turn those guys into the middle where they got help.
So I feel a little bit like I have cursed us, Brian, before we came on air. You and I were talking about the game and some of the keys and things that we would like to see or not see, and one of those that you and I both agreed upon were penalties, and we've run 2 plays and seen 2 flags. So I blame me for that.
It's not karma because it's not against you, but it's just bad mojo or something. I don't know.
Very bad mojo.
Still 1st and 10. It's pitched out to the left. They cut him in, and he's off to the races on the corner, up the sideline. And another flag. 3 plays, 3 flags. This is going to – we were hoping this would be a cleaner game.
So that one came in late. So I don't know if that was a face mask or what that was, because there was just 3 tacklers around the ball carrier there, and frankly right in front of us. I mean, it doesn't for us.
He's calling it off.
Oh, there you go.
So that was about a 17-yard gain. It's now 1st and 10 on the 13-yard line. Wolves better make some adjustments and not giving them that corner.
Yeah, need to shore it up there on the outsides for sure. So let's see if we can get a penetration. And again, the Silas High School, which is, to each his own. We've made comments about it before. Enjoy huddling up, which is great. Haven't gone fast click yet. Quarterback is underneath the center, which we also have not seen a lot this year, Brian. Simple handoff, off tackle. There you go.
Turn him in, and look what happens. You got a whole, I'm going to use this, pack of Wolves.
Yep.
Still picked up about, 6-7 yards?
Yep, maintained a little bit better of leverage on the wide side there. So Silas High School has also been attacking so far the wide side of the field. So maybe on this play, Brian, we'll anticipate another wide run to Silas's right, which gives them plenty of field space. It feels like they maybe feel like they have some sort of a speed advantage on the Wolves at this point.
We've got a wide receiver on the wide side, split out far. Another flag is up in the air. Guy's running for the end zone, and he is in for a touchdown, but there is a flag. Another one. How many is that? We're going to have to start taking off our shoes to count them. Running out of fingers here already. And we're only into the game at 10:19 left in the first quarter, and we've had
a legal procedure. So somebody moved or lined up improperly or along those lines, an offensive set problem for Silas High School, which will push them back 5 yards, and we'll replay 2nd down.
I believe the famous alums of Silas, formerly Wilson, were the Trufant brothers, who played several of them. I think 3 of them at one point in time were playing in the NFL. So there's a rich history there.
Silas is back and going to his shotgun formation.
2 right, 1 left with a halfback. His hand up. He's going far right. That guy's fast, leverage. And there we go. We cut him back in. Nice stop there by the Wolves. Probably picked up a half a yard at most. As soon as he cut back, they had him.
Yeah. like the nose tackle Sela on the call there, on the tackle there, or maybe that was Damian Wheaton. Apologize for that. Nice hustle, Damian. Coming from the middle of the interior line to make a tackle outside the hash marks. So, Brian, we've yet to see Silas throw the ball up in the air. And I have seen just a little bit of them, and they seem to have a pretty balanced attack. So I know they're not afraid to throw it. And maybe we will have the opportunity to see it here. So it's third and 7 from the 10.
Yep.
Need to get to the
then
3 yard line.
We've got shotgun formation, 2 receivers on each side. He's moving his halfback around a little bit.
They have had success running the ball with, I mean, the only thing that's truly stalled them, Brian, is
the flag.
These penalties, and I'm not sure what that one was.
I think there was a
delay a game, maybe. Did somebody move? Delay a game, I believe, is what that call is.
Well, at the beginning here, it's more of Silas stopping Silas, although the last 2 runs around the side have been turned back in, and the Wolves are shoring that up, so they're making the corrections they needed to do.
All right, Brian, so we might see something up in the air here. It's 3rd and 12 from the 15-yard line. They need to get to the 3 for a first down on this opening drive for Silas High School. Put a man in motion, and they handed it off, so they're going to try to get it running, and
they're going to score.
They score right through the defense.
3rd time they've been in the end zone. This time it looks like it's going to count because I don't see any laundry on the floor or on the field there. So there's a score.
Yep. Well-designed play. Got him on what's, I guess, properly known as a jet sweep around the end there. Put a man in motion, hiked it on a timing play, and handed it off immediately. Carried a lot of momentum down to the left side of the Silas's interior line there, and in for a score.
He's got a little wheels there. I keep using him, and I'd keep going to it too if I were the Silas coaches.
Kick is up, and it looks like it sneaks over.
Oh, I was thinking it was wide, but it's hard to see from up here, so it's good. It's now Silas 7, South Kitsap 0, and we've got 8:34 left in the first quarter. So hopefully the Wolves defense, now that they're off the field, can kind of regroup and get things focused. Didn't help that Silas started on the 30-yard line.
No, they had a very, very good special teams play there to start off the game, and now I guess you got to turn your focus to offense, and you got to get multiple first downs here. Hopefully, keep the ball for a little bit, right? And matriculate down the field, as they say, Brian.
Well, the teams are lining up here. We'll see what, rarely have we seen a team kick deep on kickoffs. We've seen a whole lot of squib kicks, and South has used that, from what I've seen, exclusively. And again, with the idea of shutting down the big return. There we go. Mm-hmm. Can't get that word out. Stuck.
And South is lined up in a 6-3-2 formation, so they have front-loaded it as well. They're expecting a shorter kick by the way that they are lined up. And, of course, they try to kick it deep. Picked up at the 20.
Runs into a big mass of Silas white-shirted team, and he's tackled, it looks like, about the 26-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Wolves for their first play of the game. We'll see who's starting quarterback out there. They've started a couple of different gentlemen at quarterback. It looks like it's number 16, Nate Erickson. He's a 6 foot, 175-pound quarterback, defensive back, junior. First play from center. Line up behind center. Hand off, goes left. And was that Jordan Lee?
Jordan Lee with the tough run off the tackle.
Yeah, Jordan Lee's spent a couple of games playing quarterback. Not the biggest kid in the world, but he's only a sophomore and tough as nails. We were talking about him with a couple people here before the game, and he plays hard. And again, South is quarterback under center, not shotgun.
Wide pitch to To Jordan.
Jordan cuts back, makes some positive yardage. He gains about 3-4 yards, maybe, about 3 yards. It'll be 3rd and maybe 3.
Pretty well designed play, Brian. I think we needed
4.
Just one more, maybe a little longer containment on the blocking out there, and Jordan may have had a better opportunity. But it looked like a good play set up, and just hold on to the blocks a little bit longer. Brian had a big gain there. Okay, Nate's choosing to go underneath center again here, Brian.
It's interesting formation. We've only got one wide receiver, a slot back who's in motion. Hand off to him. He cuts it up, and he's going to be close. I think he's going to be close, but I think a little extra momentum and push there. Just might have gotten that first down.
Depends on where they give him the spot, but let's go ahead and give it the South Kitsap first down. Maybe they might be bringing out the chains, or the ref's just going to call it. Boy, that is super close. Granted, we are 200 yards away, but it looks very close to the mark.
Fourth and literally inches.
South is choosing to go for it here. I guess at this point, it's just good practice for the kids, right, Brian?
Absolutely. Opportunities, and South plays a lot of younger underclassmen. Dive up the middle, and I believe he's got the first down. Nice play, nice blocking up front by the center and 2 guards. Fired ahead. Controlled that line of scrimmage, which is we both know is so very, very key. And they move the change, and it's first down. South Kitsap Wolves on the 30, let's call it the 36.5.
Yeah, very quick hitter. And I don't think we should underestimate the importance of getting that very first down on their first opportunity tonight to possess the ball.
Little chance he's going on 4th, but why not, right? Caution to the wind.
Yep.
Little change of direction there. Nice cut up the middle. He's picking up some big yards down across the 45-yard line, the Silas 45-yard line, that is, for another South Kitsap first down.
Yeah, real nice counter action in there. They brought somebody behind. They pulled a couple of the linemen and blocked out, had a great hole on the right-hand side of that South Kitsap's line, so it was fantastic. And into Silas territory.
I think that was Brandon Scoveld, and he made a nice cut up and picked up some extra yards.
Yep.
Jordan Lee, really nothing much there, but he made it happen. He probably picked up 3-4 yards. So kudos to him for a little extra effort and grit that we've talked about so often, Troy, and nice little gain. 3 yards, 4 yards?
And, Brian, it looked like they had the exact same action on the play they ran before. They just handed the ball off to
first guy,
Jordan Lee, instead of Braden. So, given the Silas defense a couple of things to look at that look the same but end up with, in somebody else's different hands. Same play, but to the opposite side. And
Silas figured it out that time.
Silas figured that one out. But that looked like the exact same play in the other direction. So good on them. I don't know what the Wolves coaching staff calls that, but looks like it's an inside trap or counter of some sort, and pushes him back over to south side of the field.
And correct me if I'm wrong here, Troy, but this is the Wolves have come out with a little bit different formation. They've got the number 7 kind of angled. They're going to throw to him. He's wide open. He's going to pick up a first down. Little move on the guy. Nice little move. Takes a couple of hits, and again, that was about a 12-yard gain for another South Kitsap first down, and we see no penalty.
So great possession by South Kitsap, and you're right. Braden has been angling in at the offense from kind of that flanker position, I guess you could call it.
Yeah, kind of a different set.
And has been using the same, I'll call it the first 10, 15 steps, but then doing something different off of that. And he was wide open there, and a very nice pass by Nate Erickson. Laid it out there nice and soft. No reason to rush that pass at all or throw it hard. So
they've got at least two or three different options, and it's kind of like you said. It looks like the same play, but they have multiple options in which they can go. They can go to the first one coming around, or the second, or off the play, off the pass.
Right. And what we don't know up here is it may be predetermined, or Nate may be doing some of that since he's controlling the ball as well. I don't know, but it's nice to see that they have put several plays together in succession for positive yards. And I have not seen the yellow flag or the yellow thing leave people's pockets so far.
Wow.
I know. There we go.
And around again.
Nice job by Braden. Again, creating motion in a different direction and going the opposite way has been the theme for my eyes on this drive. So,
yeah. And it's
another great.
I know they've run it, but not exclusively as they have tonight.
Yeah.
And so they're giving Silas a different look. Now, now potentially South was doing more of this because they ended the season, I think, with the past 3 games were on the road,
right,
against some pretty power, inclusive the number one, Graham Kapowski, the number 1 ranked team in the state.
Correct. So yeah, it's fun to see the misdirection. That's the word that keeps.
There we go.
Misdirection for the South offense. Same action, different person, and that's Jordan coming off. So between Jordan and Braden.
And flag was just thrown. Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. So Jordan and Braden have been carrying the load on this drive, whether it's running or passing. But super impressed with Nate's. They've only passed the ball 1 time, and I understand that it was a short flare pass. But sometimes, Brian, those are not the easy ones. They look easy from up here. You think that the kids or adults or pros should complete those on a fairly regular basis, but not always. You got to put some touch under them and let the kids run under it and catch the pass. Face mask on Silas, so it was thank you
from the
truck
down below.
From all the
that. Thank you.
All of our help down below. In
we got first and looks like about 2.
Right up the middle with Jordan. Bowling to maybe the 2-yard line.
We're going to have first and goal from about the 2. I sure like the rhythm that South is going at, the pace that they're going, and lots of misdirection.
They have run in a lot of misdirection, but they have been pounding Silas's left side of their defense, or the strong side, I guess, to South, which would be their right side. We'll see if they.
Right up the middle, Jordan Lee. Normally you're going to see, your a fullback type, one of your kids that's 200 pounds, 210, something like that, hand it off. Nope. Jordan, 170 pounds, 5'10", but you know what? He plays like a big dude.
Quick and puts his nose in there.
He's not afraid of,
So I'm a big fan of South is not. They have been running really quick plays tonight. None of these are very long, drawn-out, developing, and there we go.
There we go, and they are in the end zone for a touchdown in the first quarter. Good job, Wolves, and there's the cannon.
I think that was Nicholas Shockey. Nicholas Shockey, nice run, went in untouched. And, Brian, you cannot convince me that play going in untouched had not been set up by the 7 previous plays, right? Going to the right with the misdirection, so...
Can I admit here that I lost track of where the ball went. I was looking over in the right corner, and I thought that Jordan Lee had the ball. So excellent play, great drive by the Wolves. Some
very, very promising
80-plus yard.
A very promising offensive set there. So fantastic, and the PAT went through.
And the score says, there we go, 7-7. We got 2 minutes left in the first quarter. We got a ball game here.
So I know we just called out the guys in the truck, the guys and girls in the truck, and the students, and told us there was a face mask. Brian, you and I are spoiled. We're just 2 guys that roll in here half hour before the game, put on a headset, and talk like friends and try to point out some things that the kids are doing. It's awesome to show up and have everything all set up for us. The students, the directors, the teachers have all the setup. It's an amazing facility they have doing here, operating the cameras, the booth for us, the replays. So shouldn't go unnoticed.
Absolutely. We just come in here, we volunteer. Obviously, we're not professional by any stretch, but we enjoy it and helping them out. And we've got kids that are getting experience on cameras. There's 3 cameras going, and they've got sound equipment all over. It's an amazing program.
And they have, and we'll get to more stats later, but it's South Kitsap Video Productions that put this on. And so far, year to date, I understand they have over 60 hours of live events
this year.
Start of the year, yeah. Which is
squib kick up the left side. It's going to go out of bounds. We'll see a flag, and I believe then that they bring the ball up to about 40, something like that. Should know the rules by now. Told you.
Rest assured, it's coming up here a little bit.
Now, Troy, you're talking about the 60 hours of live events.
Yeah.
This year alone, we're only the first part of November. They're on track. They're on pace to have 4 times more of the broadcast and contact than they did all of last year.
It's phenomenal. Great program up here.
Absolutely, and it gives. Last year with COVID and things, and people couldn't come and watch, and so families and parents and friends could watch it. Family and friends from out of state, far away, in Seattle, in Florida, whatever, can be watching their friends and relatives play.
Oh, had him bottled up. Nice redirection by Silas, running back. Well, that's too bad. They had him stop Brian back in the backfield, but good effort, I guess, by the Silas. I'll get his number.
That is number 1, I believe. No, is that 4?
So Connor Mead. Nice run, Connor.
He's got some wheels. He's not the biggest guy in the world, but let me tell you, he moves. 5'8", 165 pounds. I think I was about that in 6th grade. I won't say what I am now.
Or 3rd grade, one or the other.
Fantastic. We just heard that we have people watching literally from Florida, North Carolina, and they're saying hello, and I'm sure they're appreciative to be able to watch their people
fantastic.
that they know, family members or friends watching. That's just an opportunity that was never even dreamed of in 1702 when I was in high school.
Oh,
He's knocked out of bounds by Smith.
Utah and California. You mean this thing called the interweb, Brian?
the interweb, yeah. We were using Morse code.
Yeah. We still had rotary phones back then, Brian. So things have come and to the benefit of us all. This is awesome.
Yes, absolutely. All right, well, Silas is moving the ball. Same stuff, same plays. And
35
Wolves
yards.
are still looking. Now there's one right up the middle, and a nice tackle for a loss by number 40. That was Jeremiah Rendon, 5'8", 175. He looks bigger than that in that big number 40 jersey. He's a junior linebacker.
Another junior. So great play. Most important. Oh, looks like maybe he's just shaking up there. Come out. Maybe he's got a little bit of a stinger. He's dragging his left arm a little bit.
It was a nice play.
So
hopefully he'll get back in there.
Great play about that from Jeremiah is I touch you, you're down. Like no yards after contact on that. So you only give him one opportunity. Fun fact, Brian, we turn around, it's almost the end of the first quarter. There's only 15 seconds left. We might get off the last play here.
Ball snap, whistle. Not sure what the whistle is. I don't see a flag.
Yeah, well, there's a flag on the 25-yard line. So I think it was illegal procedure.
Oh. Yeah, with all the wind and leaves and whatnot, sometimes of course the leaves are one color and a flag is yellow, so you think I could pick that out, but
it's all right.
Obviously against Silas, and marches it back. It's now 3rd and about 7. This will be the last play of the first quarter.
4 seconds left. And it's 3rd and 7. So
I think we're going to see our first pass here.
I was going to say, I don't think Silas has thrown a pass yet. Right, Brian? So they're either going to run to the wide side of the field, my prediction, or put the ball up in the air.
Referees are having a little conversation, deciding what to do.
And they're moving the ball closer to South's end zone, which I don't like. Flag waved, and we're down to now it's going to be 3rd and 2. I think it's a 5-yard penalty against the Wolves.
You would think that would potentially change the play, but they didn't rehuddle. They just went, and number 7 for Silas is not feeling too good right now. He goes, oh, geez.
I think might have been jumped on South, but we'll see, Brian. Not that we're picking sides, but I think our interior lineman may have jumped first.
Yeah, the referees getting together again, kind of trying to get this right. They're doing the best they can, and you know, we've seen a lot more Thursday night games, some Saturday games, and that's just because there's a shortage of referees out there.
Yep, for sure.
And things. So, you know, people have been flexible. Schedules changed a little bit, and we're playing football. So that is good.
And that looks like it's the end of the first quarter, Brian, with the score 7-7.
7 apiece. It's good. That was good first quarter of football. You know, both defenses, I think, are having a little bit of their problems, but you know, I'm sure they're going to adjust. We've seen some adjustment by the Wolves because they've been out there a couple times now. But yeah, good first quarter. It was fun.
Yeah, I don't want to call it clean because there was a lot of penalties.
Ooh, no.
Right? But no turnovers. And like I said, I did not get the chance to go down on the field prior to the game, but I can guarantee you that I live a mile away from here. It poured for the majority of today around here. So I'm assuming at this beautiful turf field, so it doesn't wick away 100% of the moisture. So I'm sure the ball's a little slippery down there, Brian, and it's still pretty windy.
Well, I think windy. I think the Wolves are going to be hard pressed, and that may be why we did not see Silas throw the ball, because there's a pretty good headwind blowing in that direction.
That's correct.
So,
yeah.
we may now see Silas throw the ball a little bit now that they've got the wind behind their backs.
Ladies and gentlemen, make sure you are supporting our band and our
No problem.
All right, those of you that are watching at home, we're going to probably lose some of the graphics. You may not see some scores here in the second quarter, but that's all right.
We have our first pass from Silas sitting back in the pocket.
God, did we come out
Rolling out
looking
to the
like we were?
left.
Ooh, that takes a hard hit. My goodness. You just want that one to get up. Good. But nice and clean, hard hit. Here's a nice play of it. Good pursuit. They're keeping him bottled in, and boom, down he goes hard. Nice tackle by number 50.
Riley Smith. Nice pursuit, Riley. Way to go, big fella. Chase him down. Don't ever quit. You never know.
Okay, we've got, that was loss of about a yard and a half. We've now got 2nd and 12, right about the 30-yard line.
And Silas's quarterback burned 1,000 calories running around. So there we go.
Yeah, they're high school kids. They burn that like nothing. All right, shotgun formation. We got 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Motion to the right, handoff to the right back. Missed tackle, and he's going to make some yards, and he may just get in, and there he goes. Touchdown, Silas High School.
Flags all over the place there.
Oh, okay.
So Brian, I'm not sure what the penalties are for, but that misdirection play looked a lot like what South has been running, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Put a little jet sweep, a man in
Well,
motion.
it helps when the guys, you know, Ricochet Rabbit, which I know dates me. Those of you in my generation remember the cartoon Ricochet Rabbit. He could move. Looks like it's coming back. You know, it's interesting because Silas has been in the end zone about 4 or 5 times tonight, but they only have 1 score.
Well, I think they've been at least 4 or 5 times, haven't they? You know, and unfortunately for the Silas team, I don't know if we could go back, but I doubt very much that when the flags were thrown and where they were thrown had a lot to do with the end product of that play. So, costly penalty for Silas. I don't think they need to.
I didn't see an indication, but it was a 15-yard penalty. So it's now 2nd and
blocking in the back or something.
2nd and 17. A low snap bounces right up to the quarterback. Number 4 takes the ball, cuts back. A couple of arm tackle misses, and a nice tackle by number 15 for the Wolves, and that is Bowden Harvey. He's a freshman, Troy.
Good job, Bowden. Again, he did get to run around for a little bit, but once Bowden got his hands on him, down. So good tackle, Bowden. Get him down. It's the name of the game.
He gained probably about 7 or 8 yards, but he ran about 40.
So we might see another opportunity for a pass here.
3rd and 10, and we're on right on the 30-yard line.
I thought the Silas quarterback.
Well, we got trips left now. We got a new
Trips left.
formation. One to the wide side. Fake pitch.
Nice block. Oh, excellent pursuit.
That was a beautiful play. They threw the ball out, and then they had a lineman coming out who pretty much pancaked the poor corner for South. Nothing he could do about that. But did you get a number on that for South? It was nice tackle.
Very nice tackle. I
think it was a linebacker.
Yeah, it's a little bit away from us. And
yeah, just give you perspective. We are lined up in a booth up on top of the building at about the 20-25 yard line, and so when they start going down to that corner, it's a little bit hard to see the numbers and who does what. We'll do the best we can, but
we'll try to look at our beautiful 4K TV up here.
Well, that's what we should do. We should probably call it off of that, but that would be using technology, Troy. We're too old for that.
Yeah, of course. Silas lined up again in the shotgun. They're going forward on 4th down here, so maybe you can get a chance of possession.
Good rush.
Oh.
Wide open, and he's in. Do we see any penalty flags? No penalty flags. Touchdown Rams.
And unfortunately, I think the Wolves player thought they were in good position there. And they just let him get right behind him, right? And they were just a yard or two in front. Here comes the replay. Rolled to the right. Threw it up.
Nice pass right to it. The cornerback was there, but he probably stopped his run. If he would have gone a couple more steps, he might have been able to jump and tip that thing out of the way. But that's you learn that. They're gonna line up for a kick. They're waiting for one of their linemen on the PAT team to come out.
Going with the wind this time, so this shouldn't be a problem. They successfully completed one going straight into the wind, and Old Glory is definitely flying straight from the south to the north tonight.
And that kick is up and good. Makes it 14-7. Silas Rams over the South Kitsap Wolves.
Well, there's 9 minutes to go, and while we have a brief moment here, I'll go back to the staff, the kids, the production company here at South Kitsap. We had some out-of-town visitors this week here, Brian, for personal friends, and I was explaining to them the opportunity that we have to come up and do this broadcast and everything that it entailed at the high school. And this particular person is involved in they're from actually South Carolina in the school districts there, which they do not have it. And she was going to go back and see what she could do to kick up some of the productions and her.
Now
re-kick, yeah.
We must have had a penalty here. Sorry to cut you off, but
no, that's true.
Because I don't want to take anything away from this program. So backs it up 5, makes the kick a little harder. But I think this is he's got a pretty good leg and snap, kick, and it's good.
Good.
Now it's 14.
It's snuck over.
Yeah, now it's 14.
Here comes the replay. So good snap. We always say there's 3 parts of this, right? You got to have a good snap. You actually got to have a good hold. The guy's got to catch it and put it down, and then the kick. So three important components of that. It's not all on the kicker.
So now we got a little break in the game. Going back to what you're saying, Troy.
Yeah.
Absolutely, this video production program that they have here at South Kitsap is, I believe, almost second to none. We're biased. We're from South Kitsap and know a few people that are in the program and running the
Correct.
program. But I also want to give kudos to the CTE director, Sarah Hatfield, who was recognized here a few years ago as CTE director in the state of Washington, all for good reasons. Sarah actually is a former student of mine from years ago, and she's just bright as can be, and programmed beyond just video production. There's culinary arts. There's, if I start listing them, I'll forget a whole bunch of them. But there's just a ton of opportunity for kids to get hands-on, real-life skills that they can turn around out of high school and get good-paying jobs.
Right.
Whether they choose to continue their studies or go into a program or apprentice. There's just all kinds of opportunities for kids, and that's, of course, what you want to have. Give them choices. I've said all along, it's one of the benefits of having a large high school. There's programs that I think some community colleges are envious of.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, they're going to have to. The wind's blowing the ball off the tee, so they've got a holder here.
This would be a manual holder like you and I used to do it, BP.
Yeah. Yeah, I always had Lucy. She pulled the ball away. Good kick, goes into the end zone. It'll be a touchback and come out to the 25-yard line.
So correct me if I'm wrong, but this is only the Wolves' second possession of the game.
You are correct. You are correct, because they had a long drive that first quarter.
Yep, we have, so both, there's been three long drives, 2 for Silas. And so there's only 9 minutes to go till halftime here, and this is only the second time that the Wolves have seen the ball.
I'll only correct you saying that Silas really didn't, their first possession wasn't a long drive because they had such a good kickoff.
That's
They started on the 30.
Just took a while. There was a few couple
yeah, it did. Yeah, they went in the
that.
end zone 3 times and finally counted once. So here we go with the Wolves under center again. Same formation, a pitch to their right. He's firing up the middle, and he's going to pick up. He keeps pumping those legs, man. That's what the coaches tell him, You just keep pumping those legs, good things will happen, and there it is. They're going to pick up a first down on the first play first play for the Wolves of the second quarter.
Wonder what Braden's doing at halftime. He's doing everything here in the first half, right? He's had an excellent first half, and shame on us, especially us two. Great blocking.
Yes.
Up front. I mean,
yes.
It's not all about carrying the ball, so we got to have a place to run.
Run up the middle.
Good defensive play, and one of those yellow hankies finds its way onto the
somebody's coming
Kitsap
off for the Wolves
Bank
that's
Stadium
hanging
turf.
onto his hand, and he's number 2. That's Jordan Lee. His hand is hurting him. The trainers are going over and checking on him, seeing what's going on, but play goes on. I did see a penalty. I don't see a call on it yet.
Waved it off.
That's about the third wave off. It's just sort of weird.
I think Jordan's maybe, I don't know. We don't get a chance to interact with the kids a lot, but I think that's been an ongoing sore hand.
That's right.
Jordan.
You're right.
Yeah.
You're right. From a month back or so.
Maybe it's just
Rolls out to his left, makes a tough pass. Oh, hits him in the bad spot, the hands, and couldn't hang on to it. The ball was high, but it was catchable. It would have been a first down, but it's all right. 3rd and 10. Little trickery here, Troy. What do you think?
Yeah, I'm not sure. It would sure need to have a sustained drive here. So I expect one of these misdirection plays right here. I'm not. I personally, I'm going to go out on a limb and say it's going to be some sort of misdirection play, not a pass play. But I can be wrong. I see how they line up here. So they still come up with the slanted.
Yeah, he did throw the ball into the wind.
There's the misdirection.
You got it right, and they run first down, and guess what, Troy? Another hanky.
Another hanky. Great design play, though.
Great design play.
So
well blocked.
Misdirection. They got to get out of their own way. So it's either face mask. We got a good spot on the ref here.
Yep, face mask against the Wolves. So that's going to come back 15 yards. Too bad we had a first down. That's a big swing. That's a 25-plus yard swing of where the ball could have been and will be.
Yeah. So that's unfortunate. Good play, good design, good execution outside of the infraction. Yeah. Got to sharpen those up. Actually, I don't know. Well, yeah, they're going to accept the penalty for sure, since South did have enough yardage to get the first down.
Troy, a little earlier in the broadcast here, you're talking about the field, and sure, it was wet and all of that. But this field is a beautiful state-of-the-art field that drains incredibly well. I remember being up here when they took all the old sod out, and they put in drainage. The drainage system in this is needed, and so yeah, water gets down in there, but it flows out, and so the field's might be damp, but it's not soaking wet. I can remember watching games, kids standing on the sidelines, literally in ankle-deep, muddy water.
Yeah.
Because it was a muddy grass field and no place for the water to go. He's going to roll out to his right, throw the ball. Incomplete pass. I'm going to guess that they're probably going to punt this thing away.
Yeah, we'll have a change of possession. And Brian, we've talked about it before. The field's so beautiful, and we have the opportunity to look at it during the football games. However, it serves way more than Thursday, Friday night football games. It's so important for the band to practice, the soccer teams, the community,
the lacrosse teams,
the
PE
physical
during the day.
educations
Yeah,
during
it's
the
just
day.
it's it was really neat. It was neat to see the community came together. Kitsap Bank. A huge donation to help make it happen. The Maycumber family for the track. I mean, it's a beautiful, beautiful track and field to use, and it's used every day of the week.
Correct, for most of the year, and it has the visual effects of a football field, but it serves a much greater purpose than just the football team.
Yeah, it's amazing. People come together. Community comes together, what can be done, and it certainly is a beautiful example of it.
I think this is our first punt of the game.
I think it is.
Good
snap.
Uh-oh.
Kicks it.
Wow.
Low wobbly, but looks like it's gonna take a sort of a Kitsap bounce.
Good job by I didn't catch the kicker's number, but good job by the kicker. I mean, he's at 13, maybe Kieran Snyder. I've getting that off. He was under a little bit of distress.
There was some coming at him, and I think keeping that ball low. I kind of thought I'd see like the old rugby style kick, but it was pretty traditional straight. But the ball was low enough that the wind wasn't too much of a factor there. So Silas is going to take over on their own 48-yard line. It's 1st and 10. Same formation pretty much as before.
Be a good time for a turnover, Brian. Good time to tackle the ball, have a mishandle or an interception. Oh, nice catch.
Nice catch, hang on to that. That was well defended. Was right there, but it was a nice ball, nice catch, and hard tackle. And the receiver hung on to the ball, and he's staying down. I hope it's just knocking the wind out of him and nothing worse.
Yeah, freshman Bodie Harvey on the coverage. So give credit where credit's due. It was a nice catch. The defender was in the right place. Just didn't make the play on that particular time, but was there in the right spot, which is 85% of the game.
Absolutely.
Can't have the opportunity to make a play if you're not in the right spot.
Yeah, I know this has been a long season for these Wolves and their fans and things. It's tough. Nobody likes to get thumped on like they have, and yet their heads are always held high. They're playing hard, and there's a whole lot of youngsters that are playing significant, important minutes. And I think it's going to be pretty exciting in the next year, 2 years for the Wolves. They are going to be bringing back the next couple of years a lot of veteran players that have had a lot of experience, took some lumps. But I see good things, and of course you hope for the best. You want them to be able to be competitive and out there playing hard and enjoying the game, and
builds some kind of a good count on to come back with way more character and ready to go next time.
31-yard line for the Rams.
Shotgun formation. Oh, nice play. Sack the middle.
Sack the quarterback. That's the best pass defense right there, is sacking the quarterback, right?
Colby Shaw coming right up the middle. So nice play, Colby. Again, it's just so noticeable when they do it. But one touch and down, and the improvement on tackling keeps getting better and better. But it's so critical to not give them second opportunities to gain yards.
Yeah, he kind of pumped, and he probably shouldn't have pumped. He probably should have thrown that ball because the Wolves were all over him. So here we go again. We got a couple yards lost. We got 2nd and 12 from the 32-yard line.
Got two guys split out wide and motion to the left, and counter out back to the right. So a little misdirection. It's like these two offenses are mirroring each other.
Yeah, a little different, but picked up about 10 yards. I think we'll have 3rd and 2. No, not quite. Didn't go as far as I thought it did. 3rd and 4. Ball on about the 25-yard line.
Cheer squad out tonight in full force. There's two groups of them out here. I'm sure there's, there's dance and cheer. So easily 30 participants on those two squads combined out here, cheering on their team, cheering on their school. Shotgun formation again, Brian. So it's 3rd and 4. I would expect some misdirection or a quick, and there's penalty, either delay of game or legal motion.
Delay of game.
Delay of game.
Ball back.
What do they have delay of game in high school, Brian? Is it 30 seconds? That was not a loaded question. I don't know. It's not a quiz.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm
Let's
going to
just
say
say
it's they have a, I don't know if they're time. I think it's 35. I think it's 35.
Oh, is it 35?
I think it's 35. Yeah. Yep. Both teams have all their 3 timeouts for this first half. I would expect that we may see them using them because you can't take them with you.
They have
But
plenty
as,
of time
as
to talk
needed,
when all the penalties going on.
probably so.
Use them. Pass looking over the middle, wide open. Oh, did he complete a catch? If he did, that was a diving catch.
That was a nice catch. I don't think he can breathe right now. He came down pretty hard on his chest.
It was number 1 for Silas. It's Callum Peacock. If I have that correct, if I have my rosters correct. So actually a really nice catch. Good effort, diving ball across the middle. Now they're on the ball on 12-yard line, Brian. Need to stop. There's still time for my turnover here.
We got 1st and 10. We're about on the
12-yard
line. 3 wide. Handoff. Run to the left. Nice cut, but tackled.
Number
Pursuing
50.
Wolves.
Riley Smith was actually on a blitz up the middle that time. So good job. He broke through the line and followed his pursuit down.
There's some loyal fans there in the stands. Looks like they got a hot cocoa or tea or coffee or something there. It probably tastes pretty good right now.
Yeah.
Well, that's the band. That's not just a
There we
fan.
go.
That's the band.
Don't
There you
undersell them. There you go.
Second down.
Band's always in full
All
force out
right.
here.
2nd and about 8. 9. A long 8. Snap. Look back pass. Guy's wide open and he's in the end zone.
Short side.
Nice.
Quick hitter by Silas.
Yep. Nice pass. Nice catch. And we have a flag down, Troy.
Against the Silas Rams, possibly. Let's see. Let's see any kids lining up or. Oh,
And they're
waving
wagging that
it
flag
off.
off. That's what, the 3rd or 4th
I think
wave
they
off?
might just be waving off. I think they might just be waving off every 3rd one.
Well, never mind. We want to keep going.
Well, that makes the score up before the PAT. It's 20-7 with 4 minutes to go in the half. South needs to get the ball back here and have a sustained drive and see if we can go down and get some points going into the halftime. Remind me who kicked off, Brian. I got a short memory on that.
The Wolves did.
The Wolves did.
The
So
Wolves-
the Wolves will receive the ball.
I thought they were going to block that, but they got it, and it was up and good. That makes the score 21 for Silas. South Kitsap Wolves 7. 2nd quarter with 4:16 left to go in this first half. And Troy, the weather's held off. I mean, the wind is going, but we haven't seen the rain. So it makes it a little more nice out there.
Also in this transition here, I have a couple notes here, and I think it's important. And again, where this is South Kitsap Video Production, South Kitsap High School, is this we need to cheer on Lauren Lewis and Brennan Coots as they traveled to Pasco for the cross-country state championships.
Excellent.
Good job, guys.
Yep. Wolves are always strong in cross country, and of course then that translates into the distance and the track team and all that. It's nice to have a couple representatives going to state.
Yep, and if you're not participating in a winter sport and you want to increase your speed and strength for your spring sport, track and field conditioning will be happening every day after school starting Wednesday, November 10th at 2:30 on this beautiful track.
You want to go
No,
work
thanks.
out with them, Troy?
Yeah.
Runners we are not. We probably should be, but runners we are not.
My doctor has advised against that. No, that's great. It's awesome. And again, back to the opportunity to do it on the field and the track.
Onside kick.
Recovered by, I think it was recovered by the Silas Rams.
That hurts.
I couldn't see there was a big scrum of
I don't know where
there.
the ball bounced, but obviously into the arms of Silas Rams. That's tough when your defense has been out there playing hard and whatnot, and they got to come right back out. Little time to discuss adjustments and what they need to do. Silas has been mixing it up with some more, some adding passing to the game and to their game plan.
And we were looking for 2 possessions there in a row before from halftime and then going in. So
that's as good. That's as good or as bad, depending on how you want to look at it, as a turnover.
Very important for South to buckle up here, though. You get it again.
If I were the Silas
turnovers,
coach, if I was the Silas coach, I'd go big, go deep, go deep, try the knockout punch.
They got their big receivers out here on the left. It's a quick pitch out to the right. Ooh, incomplete pass.
I think that was catchable, but the ball was out there a little bit, making it a tougher catch than probably needed to be. He was open, but the Wolves were they were on the prowl and moving up on that one. So we got 2nd and 10.
From the Silas Wolves, I pronounce his name right, Tavante Webster has been lining up here on the left-hand side. Really good-looking athlete, tall, looks like he's 6'4 plus, and just under 200 pounds. He's actually lining up on the right now. Has had a couple targets tonight, so my eyes are on him, Brian.
Got a guy in motion, fakes it. No, doesn't fake the handout. That time they had it diagnosed really well, but they couldn't make the stop.
Yep.
Too many arm tackles. That drives coaches absolutely nuts. You get in the right position.
Yep. So just
trying to arm tackle, it just doesn't work very often.
Again, yards after contact. So they did initially make contact down the line of scrimmage. So, all right. Well, it's 3rd and 9. 3rd and 9 or 9.5 yards. So far there's been three positive plays on the South Kitsap defense. Silas Rams lining up in the shotgun. They got 2 out to the left and 1 way out to the right-hand side.
Low snap.
Second little, and he's going to get sacked. Good job, Wolves. That play didn't have a good start from the beginning.
That looked like number 54, Nick Randall.
Yep.
He's a 6'2", 250 lineman, one of the few seniors on the team. Nice tackle, nice way to start. He wrapped him up, took him down.
Yep.
Was not going to let anything happen.
So 3 and out. So good on the Wolves. So that was just about took 1 minute off the clock. If it was 4:19 when they took possession, now we're just under 3 minutes.
I think you got to make sure you stay home. There's no funny business with a funny play, and he does kick it.
Oh, great. Oh, it's going to go into the end zone.
Oh, they were lucky.
Wow.
They were lucky. Boy,
yeah.
I watched that a South Kitsap did make contact with their punter. The lead official was right there looking at it, and I was watching him think about should that have been a penalty. But we kind of talked earlier in the game before we were on air that we were hoping that they would, kind of tuck those flags deep in their pockets and let them play unless it was, a real egregious foul or something like that. Well, they didn't listen to us, obviously, because I don't know how many penalties we've got tonight, but I'm sure we're into the double digits between the two teams. So South has the ball, pitch to the right, run into the sideline, makes a move, probably pick up a couple.
Back to the punt. Nice punt by the Silas Rams, and I bet you special teams would like to have that back. They had a couple people down there to down the ball, which made it way into the end zone. So
luckily for the Wolves.
Good kick though. Good,
luckily for the Wolves.
Gives us better field position for sure. We're just approaching the 2-minute mark. The Wolves have 75 yards to go into their end zone. Oh, right up the middle. Nice run. Breaking out. Good job, Jordan. It's out past the 30, and that should be a first down for the Wolves. Out past the 30-yard line. Yep, they're moving the chains. Someday they're not going to have chains on the sidelines.
I think it's
my forecast.
I can't disagree with you. All this technology that they do. They'll use the lasers to figure it out. And they won't have to bring out the chain gang.
Oh, nice quick hitter.
Nice cut.
Yep.
Hang on to that ball. That's You know, a lot of times you see ball carriers lose the ball when that tackler comes in from behind him and tries to, you know, knock the ball out. He felt the pressure and tucked that in nice and tight. Nice run. That was, I believe, Braden Scoville again.
Yep, nice awareness. And Jordan Lee back up the middle for another South first down. So yeah, back to Braden when he's running, you can feel that as a player or an athlete, whether you're a wrestler, basketball player, track person. You know, I saw an interview local hero Marshawn Lynch last week or so, and he was talking to Peyton Manning, and he said, Peyton, I could feel the air leave when somebody was getting close to me. It was nothing that you trained on. It's just your sixth sense, you know, and
instinct,
and you could feel him, and air would go away, and he knew there was somebody on his right or left.
We just had another penalty. The ball was marked back, so now it's about second and 8.
Second and 8.
We
got a little trick play here. Throws it right into coverage though, and incomplete pass.
I thought there was 2 or 3 Ram players there. Here's the play. That easily could have been intercepted, but that was almost closer to reception than anything else. That was a good effort by Octavian Clark, wide receiver, defensive back, and he's a sophomore. So he went up there and almost got it. So we got about 3rd and 7. Ball's on the 34-yard line. Wolves taking the snap under center, hand it off up the middle. Nice cut up the middle, up to the left side. There goes block. Jordan. We've been looking for that for a long time. Nice play, nice blocking, no flags. Here's the replay of that. Look at him hit the corner here, Troy. So he goes in. Nice block there.
So my favorite part of this play, other than the execution, who put that last block on 25 yards downfield? Quarterback. Good job.
Was that the quarterback?
That's Nate.
Love it.
So good job, Nate. So that's awesome. You were the last one down the field and showing Jordan the way. So excellent hustle. Nate Erickson on the block.
Linemen love to see their quarterbacks out there. Fake
misdirection.
pitch, another out. He's going to pick up about 5 yards.
That's Elijah Torres on the carry.
Yeah, forward progress is going to give him about a 5-6 yard gain there. Again, I'm liking this pace that in rhythm that the Wolves are playing at right now. A lot of misdirection. It looks like someone's taking a timeout. Timeout, Wolves.
I was just going to say they're going to use them. There's minute 4 left, and I'm sure the Wolves coaching staff and players are trying to get a double score here, scoring right before half and receiving the ball and going from there.
Yeah, I think going in at halftime, 21-14, down 21-14 is a whole lot better than 21-7.
Yep.
But the Wolves will be getting the ball back, so they can put some points on the board.
Yeah.
Come out at halftime, get the ball, and go down and score again. It's a new ball game.
Brian, winter sports season, it's quickly approaching us. So for all of you people out there interested in winter sports at the high school level, be sure to have your current physical and ASB to sign up for bowling, boys and girls basketball, boys swim and dive, or wrestling. Winter sports start November 15th. Bowling actually started November 1st, but there's still time to sign up. Winter sports registrations are open and must be completed for you to be eligible to play. I bet you somebody would want me to read that part again. Must be completed and eligible
All
to
the
play.
Coaches.
Also, you will not be cleared to play if you have any outstanding fines on your account. Please check your student accounts today.
Take care of business, guys, so you can play. Don't want you missing out on
direction. Here goes Babe again out to the outside, all the way out to the 30-yard line.
Nice little run there. That looked pretty nice. Another first down by Braden Scoville. He's busy tonight, Troy.
He is.
That was a really nice run. He was cut that corner, stiff armed the guy, picked up a couple extra yards for that.
So there's a minute 2 left. That was a well-run play, and he got out of bounds. I didn't notice that, but good job of getting out of bounds. Stopping the clock.
Good point. We got first and 10 from the 30. And there goes Mr. Jordan Lee. He's going to try to go wide, and they've tracked him down after a gain of about 3 yards, which is okay. And again, Troy, out of bounds. Stops that clock.
It's hard to tell. We're way up here, but he definitely sprung it outside. I couldn't see if there was anything inside, but live to fight another day. Getting down there in the 27-yard line. 54 seconds to go.
Second and 10.
Couple opportunities.
Octavian Clark is split wide to the wide side of the field. Pitch right. Hits the hole hard and defensive line. Yeah, I don't think we got much of a gain there that time. He kind of looked for a hole and there didn't exist. And here we go, another timeout. I would imagine it's South Kitsap Wolves. We've got timeout with just 48 seconds left in this first half of not the good hard play, but a lot of penalties. A lot of penalties.
So, Brian, along with the winter sports, one more announcement.
Absolutely.
Here. Baseline concussion testing for some winter sports will be held on Monday, 11/8, and Tuesday, 11/9. So it's November 8th and November 9th, and the Wednesday, 11th, 10th, from 2:30 to 4 in the library. Athletes must arrive between 2:30 and 3:15 to allow enough time for the testing. The test takes approximately 30 to 45 minutes. Baseline testing is required for all athletes participating in wrestling, girls basketball, and boys basketball. If you have already completed baseline testing for fall sports, you do not need to do it again. Questions? Please contact Mr. Hyde or Mr. Spalding in the athletic medicine department.
They take that for good reason very seriously. A little more misdirection. There goes Brendan. Nice little move there to pick up probably another 3 or 4 yards, and I believe a first down and out of bounds. Here's the play. Look at this little move. Little stutter step. Gets there and gets out of bounds. Nicely done. We've got first and 10. Ball's on the 26, and there's 30. The clock is ticking.
Ball's on the 20-yard line. You're shorting them 6 yards.
Oh, I'm reading I finally read the monitor, and I read the wrong. I think I was reading how much time was left.
Yeah. So there you go. So on the 20, and
the ball's on the field. The Wolves have it, and they stop the clock by spiking the ball.
Marching down the field. They've good pickup. Remember, this is coming off of their first 3 and out.
And
right, Brian? So
yeah, absolutely. And Troy, I have to again make fun of myself because that's a play. I mean, the ball is right underneath our nose, so it's right in line of it. So anyway,
for us, it doesn't get any better.
Just proving the point. We are not professionals. So
hand right
off for the middle. He picks up 2 or 3. Surprised they're doing a run play. They're going to call another timeout. It looks like.
It must be their final timeout. Silas, I believe what these are on our awesome video graphics up here. No, that means they have the ball. So timeout Wolves. So they're at the 11-yard line. I think they probably have time. I believe that's their last timeout, Brian. So I'm saying they have, depending on if they run the ball, they may only have 2 plays left.
If they run the ball, they got to run it wide so they can get out of bounds.
Yeah, so I think they have 2 plays left. If they throw it, whatever combination that they have in mind. But Wolves have not put the ball up in the air much tonight either. Right?
Well, I think a lot. You don't see. You don't.
Couple opportunities, but
you look at Old Glory over there, and she's pretty.
She's coming straight back.
Straight back, so that wind is pretty significant. So teams for us and on the camera, left side of the field, they're not throwing the ball a whole lot. But it wouldn't surprise me for the Wolves to try to do just that with the clock, and at least with an incomplete, it stops the clock.
They're all bunched together. Here we go. Quick one. Oh, here we go. He's out in the flat. Oh, and it's intercepted at the 10-yard line. About the 8. Bobbled, so interception by number 25, Aiden for the Silas Rams. And the drive comes to a stop. Here's the replay. He's back, was looking.
Nice, tipped it up and caught it.
Yep, he was looking for Braden. Somebody he's been trying to hit most of the night. Has been successful for the most part. Not on that play, though. So I would assume Silas is going to take this into halftime with a comfortable 21-7 lead. See if they just take a knee here. 13 seconds left, and South has
They're
no more
not they're
timeouts.
not victory formation here, so it'd be interesting to see. They may run a play here.
Instead, they're trips out to the right. Now run up the play up the middle. He is quick, though, isn't he?
He quick as a cat on a hot tin roof.
Connor Mead, he's quick little back for the Silas Rams. And that should bring us to...
Nope, there's a timeout by Silas. They want to run one more play. They got 4 seconds to go. I think you set up your defense and you put your 2 fastest guys back there as safeties to make sure nothing gets in back of them.
Yeah, Silas must have been training for
and
this.
Then you put your next fastest guy on that that one little.
Yeah, Connor Mead is really quick.
Yeah, number 4
for the Silas Rams. So I'm sure the coaching staff's down there telling the kids the same thing, and just don't, got to be deeper than their deepest guy. That rings a bell for me through high school and college. Is you must not let anybody keep the furthest guy. Their deepest guy's got to be in front of you.
We've got Elijah Torres, number 21. He is playing deep center field for the Wolves, and the linebackers are all backed up with the exception of one who's in the middle.
Definitely prevent defense on the side, so I expect them to run around for actually the best. So they're going to pitch it.
Pitch right. He's going to halfback pass.
And that's going to be the end of the first half. Pretty
Providing
good coverage.
No great coverage. I'm looking all over. I got leaves blowing all over the field, but it looks like everybody's heading to the locker room. So I think there is your end of your first half with the South Kitsap Wolves 7, the Silas Rams 21. It's been a good ball game. There's been some, sloppy play at times and whatnot, but both teams are playing really hard, playing good sports, and I look forward to a second half. I think Wolves will come out. They'll get the ball first.
See what happens.
See what happens. Absolutely, they're in this. They're in this ball game. So with that, I think we'll close it off to the proverbial truck down below. Not really a truck, but classroom down below, and they have some things for you at halftime to see. So we'll look forward to come back for the second half and see what happens. Let's go Wolves.
Go Wolves.
Give it up for the dance team.
I'm Mrs. Wood, founder, resident librarian, and chairperson of the South Kitsap Society for the Prevention of Cruelty to Chromebooks. Ever since the beginning of the year, over 40 Chromebooks have been injured. That's about 5 Chromebooks every day that have succumbed to some sort of terrible fate. These Chromebooks need your help, and with just 4 simple safety steps, you can get them the help they deserve. Just 4 steps, and you can provide these Chromebooks with a safe and secure home. First, make sure you handle your Chromebook with 2 hands and always hold by the keyboard. The second step is to ensure you are cautious with any food or drink when around a Chromebook. As much as it is tempting to want to feed your Chromebook, remember they can get seriously sick and even die. Thirdly, Chromebooks like to stay clean. Avoid subconsciously or continuously tattooing them with pencil marks and markers. Stop by the SKPCC headquarters in the library to pick up an electronic wipe and help keep your Chromebook clean. Finally, when you are finished using your Chromebook, make sure that the keyboard area is clear of any earbuds or any other things before closing the lid, as this may damage the screen. And remember, if you choose not to follow these steps and injure your Chromebook in any way, you will be made to make a healthy forced donation to our organization. So please take care of your Chromebooks.
Hi everybody, Mark B. Ply here on the set of She Kills Monsters, doing a one-on-one interview with one of the leads, one of the main leads anyway, Tiamat.
It's Grace, actually.
Oh, I'm sorry, Grace. How'd you get into acting?
Well, you see, it all started with my grandfather, who did grocery commercials.
Hi, I'm Jessica. I'm a lead too. I'm the Green Dragon.
Yes, but I'm the lead.
Well, we're all important here.
Are you?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, did we get catering? Yummers, I am starving.
I'm not food.
Oh, then what are we doing here? I'm Brittany, by the way.
Hi, Brittany.
Well, it's my interview and I get to choose the topic, and the topic I choose is the fight scenes.
No, the comic relief is so much better. Steve, oh my gosh,
what
yes.
Comic relief?
I'm gonna end this quick so this doesn't drag on. Make sure to come to the play this weekend.
Oh, so you want this to end quick now, do you?
We're gonna quick roast you.
In Dragonfire.
Oh no.
Curry hands off the second man through. He's gonna hold right away.
He's gonna score a touchdown.
The name's Webster, James Webster.
Webb for short, but I go by Detective Webb. You may be confused why you're here. We think you've been involved with a crime. What's the crime, you might ask? It's a common one. In fact, you may even be committing it without even knowing. Now, I'll let you off with a warning, but you have to follow me. Here we have an example. Let's take a closer look, shall we? When you tease your friends, you never know if they could be going through something difficult. Little does this gal know, her friend hasn't been feeling too hot lately. Now don't be mean. Make sure to check in on your friends. And it's best just to stay away from teasing them just in general. Alright, now walk with me. Cyberbullying is a crime, and I'm not too fond of criminals, so make sure if you see anybody cyberbullying or bullying in general, that you stand up to them and let them know that it's wrong.
We consume news everywhere. Whether it's from TV and political pundits.
Mike, they are telling you lies. Roscoe has never had fur, alright? If you look on the internet, alright?
Social media like Instagram and Twitter. But how do we know if the news that we consume is true? It's important to do your research. Use sources like Snopes and PolitiFact that are dedicated to finding the truth. Verify with experts. Or even talk to primary sources.
Hey Roscoe, I just wanted to ask, you do have fur, right?
Because truth is power.
The school board.
Welcome to the March 31st, 2021 school board meeting.
One of the most influential places that many of us don't think about. That is until this year, as schools across the country pushed to return to schools. Much attention was focused on school boards. Meet Jessie LaCrosse Lamberg, a familiar face and active participant in school board meetings. Back in the fall, she gave a presentation to the school board regarding this deficit and what she saw as a solution. We spoke to her about the presentation to the school board and the new representative role.
I mean, I am a little biased, but I do think that the student representative policy is vital to a healthy and functioning district, just because so many decisions are being made by the school board for students with no input.
With this, she partnered with Director Berg, who saw the many positives that a student voice can bring to the school board.
There's a group called the Washington School Directors Association. There's almost 1,500 school directors in the state of Washington. And they have an association where they meet together and compare notes and they provide training and whatever. And so I learned that other school boards throughout the state had student representatives, and they advised or they recommended the practice.
We also spoke to Director Sebrin about this position.
I don't think most students know what the role of the school board is. And I think it'd be a good educational time for the students to realize that part of our government that affects a lot of your lives every day when you're there at the high school. I also think that it would be a good way of communicating without having it filtered through teachers and through administration, because sometimes they give us their take on things without actually speaking with the students. And it would help us to communicate directly with the students too, so they can know our feelings.
This plan seemed fair. A representative on the school board who advised the board on the student body condition. However, there was one perceived catch. This position is not elected. We asked Director John Berg about the rationale behind the lack of an election.
Is because the student representative serves as an advisor to the board. The board wants input from a student perspective. And so the student representative needs to be someone that the board wants to listen to.
Jess Yauver disagrees.
I believe that no representative is truly a representative if it's chosen by someone else. I think that the election process would make sure that the student representative is actually representing the voices and votes of the student body. So that is something that I definitely hope to pursue within the upcoming years.
Now, in order to get a student perspective, we asked some people around the school if they thought the school board representative role should be elected.
I don't know that I see a problem. I like that they have a student on the board now. I do think it would kind of make sense if we got to vote on the student elected.
I don't think that would make any difference, but I think with an election, I think that gets rid of any bias. they should be elected as well. They should go through the same process because they're on the same board. They might not be able to vote, but they still should be they should still be put through that process, I think.
There were also concerns that a student body representative would not be enough to represent the school board. We asked Director Seaburn about this and what she saw as a path forward for more representation.
Would be, you have a student council. Well, to have a student advisory board to the superintendent, and this I'd love to see it as a representatives from all grade levels and probably from each different group.
As a final question, we asked Director Berg and Seaburn what they were looking for in a student body position.
And I'd like them to have street cred. Come and say, I've done this during my high school time and I've reached out to this and just for activities and things that a student has done that tells me they're going to be qualified.
What I'm going to ask myself, is this a person that the board will want to listen to in order to get a student's perspective?
And one final update on the student representative position. On May 19th, student representative hopefuls gave presentations to the school boards, and 2 representatives, Jesse Lacrosse Lamberg from South Kitsap High School and Kyle Wilson from South Kitsap High School, were both selected to help represent the students. Their term will begin this summer as they begin planning for the 2021 to 2022 school year. The school board directors we interviewed would also like the viewers at home to know that the opinions that they stated in their interviews today are not reflective of the school board opinion, but of their own personal views.
Face masks have become a regular, everyday item used by almost everyone we interact with. Recent studies estimate that we use an astounding 129 billion face masks globally every month. That is 3 million a minute. If not disposed of correctly for recycling, like other plastic wastes, disposable masks can end up in the environment, freshwater systems, and oceans. But by simply cutting the elastic strings off our mask, we prevent the risk of even more environmental pollution and harming countless wildlife. It's the least we can do for our environment.
Early in the morning, it's dark outside. You definitely shouldn't be trying to hide from all the cars that probably cannot see you. If you get hit by a car, I wouldn't want to be a take a look in the mirror before you go, and make sure you're wearing some lighter clothes. Lighter clothes. Lighter clothes. White or neon reflective too. A hat or a shirt will certainly do. And if you're driving, make sure you're paying attention, because you don't want to go to jail. If you actually hit somebody with your car, you would have to live with that for the rest of your life. What would you do?
Crazy? There's a fire!
Welcome back, everyone. We're just about ready for the second half kickoff for the South Kitsap Wolves versus the visiting Silas Rams out of Tacoma. I'm Brian Pickard. I'm here with Troy Larson. And Troy, what do you think we're going to see this second half? Weather, at least rain, has held off so far, so good. The wind's still kicking up there a little bit. Don't see that as a huge factor now for the second half. What do you think?
Yeah, so far, well, It was fun to see some progressive drives by both teams, actually, Brian, in the first half. So I expect that to continue. It was nice to see a lot of the misdirection plays. Both sides really, I would like to see them, clean up the penalties. It goes without saying, right? Whether they're mental or physical, just too many penalties on both sides, on both teams. Frankly, it wasn't weighted one side or the other. So and to limit the turnovers, we saw an interception. And although it did not, they did not score from it, I thought a very important turnover, if we want to call it that, was the onside kick recovered by the Silas Rams as we were going into the 4-minute mark into the half. And although the Wolves turned them around right there on defense, it could have certainly changed that possession and gave the Wolves some more time and much better field position, obviously, going into halftime and having the opportunity to go, make it a 17 or a 14-21 game, or at least have an opportunity to make it there. So expect to clean those up, but it's a pretty competitive first half for the most part, and a lot of great offensive plays. Not as strong. Both teams are running the ball extremely well. Not a lot of passing. So I expect more of the same in the second half, especially from the Silas Rams, since they seem to have, they had a lot of success for it in the first half.
I'm sitting here shaking my head. Absolutely. Absolutely. I think it's important for the Wolves here. They'll get the ball to start the second half. I think it's important for them to go down and score some points to stay in this ball game. It's not absolutely critical, but it sure would help if they could put together a nice drive and get some points out of the deal and make it a little closer. And, of course, the defense for both teams. Stepping it up a little bit and shutting them down, which at the beginning we didn't see, but the defense were adjusting. I expect to see some adjustments out of both of those defensive teams. So we may or may not see a lot of scoring, but I think it's incredibly important for the Wolves to establish a good drive here at the first.
And honestly, based on the first half, I expect this to be a really competitive game down the stretch. I know the Wolves are currently down by 14 points, but they did have a turnover right at half, and they did have the onside kick that was changed. So I think the score is not as close as the game was played in the first half. So see if they can flip the script here, and here we go.
Going to kick it deep, and the whistles start.
So I'm not sure if they ever gave him the go-ahead. Did they?
They're just eager to play ball.
That's been halfway outside of his pocket the whole halftime, hasn't it, Brian? Oh, well. So if somebody's offsides, I guess they got to call what they see. So looks like we're going to scoot the Silas Rams back 5 yards. And can we count that as the first positive yardage play for the Wolves in the second half?
I don't think so.
But it doesn't work that way?
We can do anything we want. We got the microphones, right?
That is true. We could make that. Well, Wolves are lined up in their 6-1-2-2 receiving, and this time 6 guys up front. And a deep kick. It's going to be fielded by Elijah.
I hope he mishandles it. Phone picks it back up though, and better just run straight up the field because he's tackled by about 2/3 of the Rams special team kickoff team, and thank goodness there's forward momentum going. And Troy, there's a flag down on the field. I have a sneaking suspicion it's against the Rams for maybe, I don't know. I won't say. I don't know. We'll see. But the flag is down. Came in after. It was a dead ball.
Dead ball foul, so maybe a personal foul, which should help. Yeah, looks like a personal foul against the Rams, which will buy the Wolves 15 yards. So I'm sure coming right out of halftime, the Silas Rams coaching staff with, and I'm sure Ahmad Robinson and his staff over there is not too happy coming right out from halftime and offsides on the kick, and then what looks to be like a personal foul, which is not a physical mistake, but a mental one.
Yeah. Just don't do that. Those come back to bite you. But 15 yards all of a sudden turns a disappointing return of the opening of the second half kickoff to some decent field position that's going to be on the, looks like the 27-yard line. So we'll get going here with the Wolves, trailing by 14. Each team has their 3 timeouts left per half.
Yep. Wolves with the ball coming out in their formation that they utilize very effectively. Frankly, the first half have Braden lined up at an angle. I'm not sure if they technically call that a slap back or a flanker position back there.
Well, they got it on both
yeah.
sides, and they put them in motion, and then they run the ball up the middle for a nice little gain there.
Good job, Jordan, running hard up the middle. Jordan Lee, number 2. Good blocking up front. I don't think he met any resistance for a good 4 or 5 yards, right? So good job on the interior lineman there blocking. 67, see if we can see. So it looks like it's Eric Anderson and
we got 2nd and
Silas.
5.
So
Ball's
job,
on the
guys.
32. Same formation. They're not changing that up too much. Put in motion, deep swing, and comes back, and he's got, took a shot. He didn't really have too far to go, and
there's a fumble on the play. Silas
Wilson,
is saying,
Silas, here we go.
Silas recovered the Wilson. How about that?
There you go. There you go. That's an excellent save.
Silas is claiming they recovered the Wilson, the football, but it doesn't look like the refs are.
I think the refs are saying he was down.
Keep it with the Wolves.
The Wolves offense is still out there.
Nate getting a little bit of instruction from coaching staff back into the huddle. I know it's only the beginning of the half, but this is feels like a important 3rd down for the Wolves. And he's up the middle, right up. Oh, and it looked like there was a bobble in there. It's almost like he passed it to himself a little bit. So I think somebody got a hand on it.
He just likes to make things in the
and then Jordan picked it up. So that was, I swear I saw the ball come up in the middle of that somewhere. Right through the interior.
Jordan comes off to the sideline for a well-deserved rest. He is a workhorse. But that was a nice play right up the gut, right in the middle of the Rams defense for a first down. So we've got 1st and 10, balls on the 42.
And it looks like there's a penalty against the Wolves after the play, which is going to set them back. It looks like it's another personal foul after the play is called dead. So we're going to be to a 1st and 25, it looks like.
Oh, they're moving the chains.
They're moving the chains.
I don't understand that, why they're moving the chains. I mean, it helps the Wolves because it's 1st and 10. They got the first down. Yeah.
So dead ball foul after the fact, but first down.
1st and 10 on the 30 to 28-yard line.
The play right up the middle. I think that's Elijah running the ball tough for maybe gain of 5. Again, pretty good blocking on the interior. You know, it seems like that they're the Silas defensive front 4 hasn't had deep penetration all night into the Wolves' backfield. It's they've been getting some good contact and maintaining some blocks for the first.
That last carry was by Brody Mayling. He's a sophomore. Jordan Lee's back in the game. Handoff, and their balls, or the play is blown dead by the referee for another. They're earning their earning their keep. I don't know. That's obviously, false start by the Wolves. That'll bring it back 5 yards.
Those are the ones that you don't. I mean, you kind of have to call those.
Yeah.
So it's,
gives an advantage.
Some of the other ones at the holdings and everything, but just stalling them.
All right.
No two ways to put it. So
we're back to 2nd and 10. Ball is again on the 28.
Oh, broken play. Silas Rams disrupted that play. That ball was meant to go the other direction. And the Wolves have done a really good job on that play tonight for the most part, getting it off quick and running it on time. And I think they just got a little disruptive there, and it shows to the timing, right?
It was good penetration by the Rams defensive line and pushed everything back, and our quarterback, Mr. Erickson, there didn't have a whole lot of room to go. So loss of about 8. We're now 3rd and 17 on the 21-yard line. Going the wrong direction.
Choosing to
Back
throw
to
the ball,
pass.
back pass.
Throwing deep. And he overthrows his targets.
Yep, 4th down. Looks like here comes the punt team. So not the drive the Wolves were looking for, coming right out of the gate at halftime, I'm sure. Really didn't even chew that much off of the clock. It's 12-minute quarters, correct?
That is correct.
So that was just
So
a couple minutes there.
Punt formation. Hopefully they get the ball up there in that wind and get a good punt off. We've got one lone deep back for the Rams. And the referee is starting and talking.
Stop the play, and they are somebody must have had equipment malfunction or something. They made a player leave the field, so I'm not sure if it was equipment malfunction or something specific, but they
it was a bad snap, and it hit one of the upbacks in the leg, and the Rams recover it. That's disaster, and the Rams will take the ball on the 14-yard line.
So costly turnover on special teams again for the Wolves, and that just looked like there was 3 men back there deep, and looked like it clipped one of them in the leg and never actually made it back to the punter.
Never got it back. The punter was pretty upset with that, understandably, because it just puts him in a hole here. Ball on the 14-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Rams. And guess what?
Coming out in the shotgun formation, eventually going to have the play run.
I wish we had a statistician up here just counting the number of flags. I think it's honestly it's somewhere around 15.
All right, successful plays here, one way or the other. Still first down and 5. Ball's on the 8-yard line. Quick pass out to the left, incomplete.
If that ball's back, if that ball was thrown backward, let's look at this replay.
Great replay.
Nope, he did throw it forward. But if that had been a backward pass, that would have been a live ball fumble.
Yep, and South actually had that play covered up pretty well.
So we're 2nd and 5 from the where are we at? We're about the 9-yard line now.
Not the 9-yard line.
They have 14 up on the board, but that's not right.
Incomplete pass. Stops the clock. It's hard to believe there's still 9 minutes and 38 seconds left in this quarter. So, and now it looks like the Silas Rams are calling a timeout. Must not have had the right personnel on the field or something along those lines. Brian, another reminder for you. There's along with everything that's going on with winter sports, but a reminder that the girls basketball open gyms are continuing this week and next on Tuesdays and Fridays. Next week from 3 to 5 p.m. Tryouts are November 15th and 16th. See Coach Scott with any questions, and please register for basketball on the SK High School Athletics website. And go back to there. I believe that I could rerun the baseline concussion testing for winter sports, which basketball is part of one of those.
Yep. Get her done.
Yep, get her done. Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday on the 8th, 9th, and 10th from 2:30 to 4 in the library. Athletes must arrive between 2:30 and 3:15 to allow enough time for testing. The test will take approximately 30 to 45 minutes. With baseline testing is required for all participating in wrestling, girls basketball, and boys basketball.
Again, misdirection play. He's got an escort into the end zone for a Ram touchdown unless we see another flag, which, believe it or not, we do not.
Here's a flag, but watch how the ball carrier just literally follows Big Rig right into the end zone there.
I think Big Rig, I think it was a dozer. Smart running back. He's just staying right there behind his big buddy all the way into the end zone.
That was great, and I'm sure that that's taught. You know, he just snuggled in right behind him and followed him right into the end zone.
I'm going where you are, big buddy.
Going where you are. The draft was carrying him along. So, that was good. Good block. Good execution by
Line up
Silas
for the
Rams.
extra point. Snap is down, is held, and it goes through. Scored, makes it 28-7.
And there's going to be another personal foul after the fact. I believe it's going to be on the Silas Rams. They'll take that off onto the kickoff. Personal foul against the Rams. It happened right on the pile after the PAT point. So, Brian, I got a couple fun facts for you.
Hang on though. The Rams are coming back out like they're going to have to re-kick the extra point. But I think you are correct in your call in that it was after the play was over and will be assessed on the kickoff. So I think that's what the message is being given to the Rams, and they're going back and getting ready for the kickoff. Yeah. Go ahead, Troy. What do you got?
I got some fun facts for you.
All right.
Who doesn't like fun facts?
Absolutely.
So since the beginning of September, we've talked about the SK Productions here quite a bit this evening, which is, again, just outstanding program here. A lot of good content, great execution by the kids. Since the beginning of September, over 3,000 hours of content has been watched by YouTube by here's a fun fact for you, number 2 there, by over 20,000 viewers on YouTube.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, fantastic. More impressively, you might just think the domestic U.S. or here locally or the peninsula or the league. Au contraire, mon frère.
Yeah.
Listeners have listened from Singapore, Canada, Australia, Germany, and South Korea.
That's amazing. That's amazing. But that,
Who knew the reach of the kids, right?
Absolutely.
Fantastic.
Absolutely. It just speaks volumes. Just that opportunity out there for everybody. It's just a win-win-win-win-win situation.
Yeah, I hear you're big in South Korea.
Yeah. Do we have a future broadcasting?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Sure.
I don't know. Okay, well, the kickoff's going from the 25. They're going to kick it deep, quote unquote. Let's pick that up. A high bounce. He picks it up. Just run forward. There we go. There's a hole. He's breaking. He's over the 50-yard line. He's bringing it up the sideline.
This won't go down. He better go down now, though.
he's going to get crunched by a whole bunch of Rams. Yeah. He's still not down. He's still fighting.
So I think forward progress is bringing him out to at least midfield. So,
Yep, they're going to mark it, looks like about the 46-yard line, give or take a bit. I'm usually wrong on that, but somewhere in that proximity.
I believe that was Elijah Torres on the.
And we got a Ram player down. We never like to see that. Don't like to see these kids hurt whatsoever. They're out there playing hard and wanting to do their best, and both sidelines have athletic medicine folks out there to help, and there's always a doctor on site as well, and there's usually the as we do tonight, have the paramedics from South Kitsap Fire and Rescue here, which is just an incredible group and whatnot. They just hang out just in case and hopefully never have to do anything.
Right. It is good to see he was the player down originally was on his stomach, and now it's looked like he has moved himself to his back. So we'll look the best. He's got knees bent, and I don't know the intricacies of it, but I do know that we both have had children go through South Kitsap High School and have played a variety of sports, and it doesn't seem like it has changed at all for the athletic medicine team. Athletic teams, and they are always very, very quick to be on hand and support either sidelines on the
the player. We don't have a number, the number of him who is down, but he's surrounded by all kinds of medical personnel. He is moving his legs up and down, but I think at request of the players. They look like they're going to take a little more time and check this out. Looking to see, I have to kind of peer around the window here and see if the medics are going to come out and take a look. They don't seem to be calling for them yet. Let's hope not. I hope he's just got something that they just don't want to move him around. They don't take any.
Brian, I can see the injured player seems to be talking to them and is moving his hands and motioning to them.
Yeah, they're. You can see somebody there with hands on and checking him out and taking every precaution and whatnot, because again, we don't want these kids hurt, and football is a violent sport, hard hitting, and things can happen here, can happen on any field, and so that's why they have the athletic medicine people here, staff here. It is part of a program, and the kids.
Looks like they're going to attempt to get him up here. So
yep,
that's a
he's
great sign.
Sitting up. Let him get him.
He's brushing himself off. So possibly lost conscious. I don't know, because he was laying on his stomach fine, and so
I think you lose conscious. You're not moving that kid. You're putting him. You're bracing him up and put him on a backboard. So. Because they just do not take any chances for all the good reasons and whatnot. Let's just hope that he's going to be all right, and he just took a hard shot, and he's going to be able to come off on his own. That's what we want.
And very well said. I mean, as far as we know, he may have just had the wind knocked out of him, which can be very severe at times. And
when you can't breathe, there's a problem. You don't appreciate breathing either until you can't.
Either way, it's a great sign that he seems to be sitting up and corresponding with the
following directions because of his movements and whatnot here. So. Yep. Anyway, we've with this low, we're 9:14 left in the third quarter. The visiting Rams are up 28-7, and I think the Wolves will take back over. They brought him up to his feet.
And he's holding his stomach or his
he's got his
ribs, seems to be. Number 24 for the Silas Rams must be Nathan Nebe. And it's great to see that he's walking and
getting a little support there, big kid. Never like to see this.
Nope.
Referee, you need to get out of the way.
So we won't make any, we don't know. We're not down and talking to him, but it sure looks like something in his core, right? Whether it was his hip, his stomach, ribs.
He's walking off pretty much on his own power. People are there just giving him support and things, and let's hope he recovers very quickly and all that. So we'll resume back in the game. The Wolves have the ball. It'll be 1st and 10 on about the 48-yard line.
That was a great run back by Elijah. I believe Elijah was carrying the ball in there.
So the Wolves are going to start back up with their formation they've been using most of the night. In motion, and there goes Jordan Lee. He gets tackled after a couple yards.
Took a good pop, got hit square there, going through the middle of the line. Bounced right back up though. Just gave him a couple. Wolves have had really good success running the ball tonight. It just feels like to me they should have had more than 7 points on the board. I mean, they've had a pretty good time of possession.
All right, 2nd and 9. Ball's on the 47-yard line. Here we go. Again, a man in motion, misdirection. There goes Jordan Lee up the left side, and he gets tackled down after a decent gain of about.
That might have been. Yeah, I think that was Nick Shockey on that run there.
My mistake, my error, my apologies.
They're crisscrossing all over the place, Brian.
Yeah. He looked really quick, so I just said Jordan Lee.
You know, well, it's part of the misdirection philosophy as well.
Worked
so
on me.
Get a lot of people going.
All right, 3rd and 3. 41-yard line, under center. There we go. We're up for the first down. Nice cut up the middle. He's taking it all the way down to the 32, 33-yard line. Nice gain. It's going to be a first down for the Wolves. And we have another Silas Ram down on the field.
This one looks like he has cramps because
they're stretching him off there.
Nate, the South quarterbacks actually looked like he's stretching him out. So I think that was just a cramp issue. Nate grabbed him real quick and grabbed his calves. Yep, it's his calves.
Jordan Lee is checking on him as well. That's good sports. Good sports. We don't want to.
So super on that last play from the line of scrimmage with the Wolves. So that they have ran that play several times tonight with a lot of success. But 25 down for Silas.
Yeah, that one.
Aiden Hoden, but
that one looked pretty simple as a simple cramp in the calf.
Yeah, for sure. For
the
that
way they
one.
were stretching him.
But the play they ran there, and timing is so critical on those particular plays because that's the same play that got blown up, a couple series ago. It sounds extravagant, but if they're like a second off on that timing, it doesn't work. So good on the Wolves and practice, and great success in those misdirections. Much more complex running game, though, than we saw earlier.
Yeah, absolutely. Yep. Yeah, absolutely. That time it was Jordan Lee, and he hit the hole hard. The hole was there for about 0.3 of a second, and the Rams were there to shut him down and for a minimal gain. We've got about 2nd and 9 we're looking at.
Yep. So I don't expect him to do it, but I would like to see, or wouldn't be surprised by a little short pass play here. We haven't seen a lot of things put in the air, but nope, we run off the left tackle. I think that was Jordan Lee on the carry, maybe. Shockey, nope. Shockey on the carry. So we're like 3rd and 5, maybe, Brian. 3rd and 6.
I'd give a shout out to Brennan Burke. He's one of your offensive linemen, 6'5", 290, big boy down. He was drawing a nice big block downfield a little bit, and had the running back been able to spring loose, he would have escorted him quite a ways.
Right to Baden. He's trying to get to the edge, and Silas well defended on that play.
I think this is a 4th down territory for the Wolves. I think you got to go for it down here. A punt really doesn't, could pin them down, but they need the points more than they need to worry about that kind of field position.
Yeah, and the ball's on the 36-yard line, so you're right. So, realistically, what are you going to gain outside of just a really, really excellent punt and coverage? So, the most you can gain is 35 yards, right? And it looks like they are going to go for it. I do not see the punt team out there. I expect one of these misdirection plays coming again, Brian.
We got 4th, and I know the screen says 11, but it's longer than 11. It's more like 4th and 12 or 13.
Yep,
dropping back to pass. He's got some time. Got a guy open. Got the ball, but he's going to be about a yard short of that one. That was a nice play. He had time to throw. It was a good ball. Put it right on the receiver's hands, who caught it. Made a nice catch and run, but just not quite far enough. So.
Yeah,
the Rams will take over on downs. It'll be now 1st and 10, ball on the 25-yard line, looks like, 26 maybe.
So nice route and good catch by Braden Scovald. By the way, we keep saying it over and over again. Another young player on the Wolves team. He's a sophomore.
They'll take over at their own 25-yard line.
All right, 5 minutes to go here in the 3rd quarter. Still, it's 28-7, and Silas Rams with the ball.
Boy, he's tough to tackle.
He has changed field directions. He might be pushed out eventually. He has changed fields more times tonight when the Wolves have had him pinned down, going in one direction, hasn't he? I mean, that's easily the 5th or 6th time.
I think the Wolves have, and all of a sudden he just squirts through, and he's not the biggest guy out there, but man, he is one of the fastest and quickest.
Connor Meade with the Silas Rams. So several times tonight the Wolves have had him pinned down on either a wide misdirection or a sweep, and he has been a playmaker for him and turned it around into extremely positive yardage. Rams got 2 people split out to the right, still back in the shotgun formation. Oh, little reverse. Got lots of field out in front of him. Picking up some blockers. Nice play by South.
And there's a flag down now.
Good play by Nick Lashaki. Stopping any more further progress. That part of the field, Brian, maybe a clip or a hold on offense.
In there, I'd almost say a hold probably.
Yeah. I doubt this is going to be
or a face mask. Could be a face mask.
But it seems like a odd place for a defensive flag to be on a run play.
Would agree.
Yeah.
Illegal block. There you go.
Most likely takes away a nice gain for the Silas Rams. And unfortunately, probably did not impact the play at all. So, another frustrating run for the Rams coaching staff.
All right, we're still first down, about 12 yards. Ball's on the 45, 44-yard line. We've got trips to the right, to the short side of the field. Be interesting to see what they're going to do. They're going to put the ball up in the air.
And right down the middle, a nice pass and an excellent catch.
And run. You get them pushed back there a little bit thanks to the penalty and let them out of the hole. Here's the replay of it.
Miles, the reception for the Silas Rams.
He almost got away.
It looks like the refs are discussing, there is a penalty flag back on the 45-yard line. So,
well, lucky for the Wolves. The Wolves, I think Silas Rams fans, coaching staff could say, hey, there's some home cooking going on here because they make some big plays. They've scored multiple times, and yet it's called back because of penalties. Now, I'm not saying the penalties aren't happening, but illegal man downfield. It's going to be replay of first down. They're going to march the ball back. And so it's going to be first in the bunch.
So it doesn't go in the books this way, but that was a 10, 20, 30, 40. That was a 50-yard penalty.
Yeah.
If you take away the net gain.
All right, you got trips left. I'm going to guess on another pass. I mean, they had enough guy. That guy was wide open. He's going to hand off on the in around. Got some blocking ahead of him, but the Wolves finally catch up and bring him down. It's going to be about 2nd and 10 with.
Yeah, and I believe that was Miles Lafferty on the carry, the gentleman who just caught the pass down the middle. So tried to get him right back into the action, feed him the ball to.
It's a good athlete.
Counter set the negative play that was taken away from him. Wolves has some last-minute substitutions here. Don't see a lot of people running on and off the field, though, in the middle of the plays. It sounds like they've stayed pretty consistent, which is.
Looks like the Wolves are going to stay in man-to-man. We got trips to the right, fake handoff, and I think
right up the middle.
Right up the middle for not much of a gain. So we got third and about 5. It looks like. Right about midfield, just over midfield. They're on the Wolves' 48-yard line.
And it's getting to the time of the game too, Brian. We're down to 3 minutes in the quarter. The Wolves are down by 21, so the clock keeps going. So important down for the Wolves right here. Let's see if we can get a stop and get the ball back and get some scores, get back into this game. Turnover really hurt them coming out of the break. They gave the Rams a short field and gave up that score.
All right, ball snap. He's going to roll out right, looking for a pass, dumps it off to his back, who's got a lot of yardage to run up. He's unfortunately gets the first down. Unfortunately for the Wolves, fortunate for the Rams.
It's Albert Kopech on the reception, number 5.
Yeah.
Nice touch pass for the Silas Rams, and you know, just a simple rollout made the defender commit either to him or to the receiver, and the defender committed to him. He nice, put a little bit of air under it and ran right underneath the ball.
Yeah, my call there was an example of my Kitsap. I apologize that to any Ram fans out there. We're both, Troy and I are from South Kitsap. We've lived here forever and whatnot. We're volunteers, trying to do it as unbiased as possible, but it comes out. So sorry about that. And it's, that time we saw, I think that's going to be motion.
Pick your player.
Yeah, for the Rams, it'll come back 5 yards.
Yeah, I think the Rams left a little play underway.
They were excited. They were excited. No, they're going to call this against the Wolves.
Internal on the Wolves.
Offsides on the Wolves. That's sort of surprising because that left side of the line moved.
As Brian Wiley gets set here. It is. I know this is the last broadcast of the football season for this year, but in an odd way, it seems like most of the game has been played right in front of us tonight.
Don't say that, because that we
yes.
should be able to call those numbers off a little easier. But turned him in, but nobody there to help him out. It's going to pick up big yardage. So, and there is a flag. My goodness.
Connor Meade is shifty. I mean, he has been very successful tonight in making the first person miss most of the time. There's holding against.
I think it was illegal block against the Rams.
Well, and in your comment as far as like we should be able to read the numbers a little bit, it's great on our screen up here that we have, and they do a great job of zooming in on them. But the Silas Rams, those are not the easiest numbers in the world to read. Am I wrong?
Yeah, no, I'm going with that. I'm going to stick with that.
So
I'm not going to argue
South,
with that.
They did us a favor and had those big white numbers on a dark maroon jersey. The highlighted red number on a white jersey is a little more difficult to read from afar for us experienced in life people.
There you go. Just
so they're
those
a
glasses.
little more difficult to see. They need to up the font a little bit, maybe get that up to 72 font for some of us that would like to call out the kids more frequently.
And we're going to get a jump on the Wolves, and so we'll march the ball another. You know, I can't wait to see the stats on this game after the fact. Is the penalty yardage is going to be more than either offense, I think, has gained.
Time of possession will go to the referees.
Yeah. I was going to say the referees going to have more yardage than anybody.
Oh well, we'll get it going here and.
Shotgun formation, back to pass. He's got a receiver open who's got the ball, and he's off to the races, and he's in for a score. That's a dagger to the heart of the Wolves. Nice throw, nice catch by the Rams offense, and we'll be lining up for the extra point. That's disappointing.
Yeah, that was Connor Meade out there on the reception. So quick and got past the defender, and it was a nice ball, well thrown ball, good catch.
Really, and the defender was right on him. I mean, he really was. So that's they had to make a nice play, and they did.
Yep.
All right, they're back to for the snap for the extra point. So far, he's been perfect. Ball snap, high snap, kicks it up.
I don't think any of them made it by 3 feet over the bar, but it doesn't matter. When they go in, they go through.
And it counts. There is no flag.
There's what?
There is no flag.
Huh?
I know.
What?
I know. It's one of the rare times we can say that. And we have a 2 minutes and 13 seconds left in this third quarter. We have the Rams up 35-7 over the home Wolves. And the wind looks like it's been blowing all night, but it looks like it's even picked up more.
So speaking of that, Brian, while we got some time here, I just noticed something on the field. The orange pylons. Oh, well, current conditions outside, the temp, it's 47 degrees. Thanks, guys. And we're having winds coming out of the south. Like we thought at about 6 miles per hour. So no rain as of so far.
Well,
it's like
earlier
a half
today,
inch
but,
earlier
yeah.
today for sure. But why do you suppose the end zone pylons are laying on their sides? I don't know. It's not a trick question. You think the wind knocked them
I think
over?
the wind, and they just, because they're placed where they normally would be placed,
They're
but
just
just
not
down. I
stable.
think the wind is a factor, and so they just leave them down.
Gotcha.
At least that's the story I'm making up.
Well, I don't know. I know they're not. I know they're not in the ground these days. But I think generally they're.
Yeah, they're
up.
weighted. The
Yes.
bottom of them's weighted so that
Right.
they will withstand a certain amount of wind. And another
Another
onside kick.
This one
And
is
it's-
recovered by the Wolves. Not sure the reasoning behind the squib. Maybe they see a formation that they.
Yeah, I don't know.
see,
That wasn't a squib. That was an onside kick.
Yeah.
And I don't like that call when when you're up by 28 points and kicking the onside. It's sort of
Well,
rubbing
maybe
rubbing something into the wound.
So the South has the ball on the 50-yard line.
They'll be snapping it over their letters, SK.
There's a fumble on the play, and I believe the Rams have recovered. See, that just looked like a bad exchange. I don't think Jordan ever, if Jordan did have it, he had it briefly, but it's cost a turnover. The defense has got to get right back out on the field and bow their necks and stiffen up.
Tough. It's kind of an example of the season, really. It's just it's tough to see and whatnot. But again, the coaches are coaching hard, the players are playing hard and doing the best they can. There's just a lot of youth out there, a lot of younger underclassmen that are playing. They're getting great minutes. As long as they can take this as a learning season and build on it. And that's not an easy thing to do. But I have no doubt the effort will continue and good things are in the not too distant future.
Correct. So the Rams chose to take time out here as they are leading 35-7. Man, that snuck up on us quick, didn't Brian? It was 21-7 in a super competitive game in the first half, and the Silas Rams have jumped on a little bit of a momentum swing here, to say the least.
Well, the Wolves are coming back out. We're gonna be on defense here. And the Rams are coming off away from their coaches. We're going to see what they're going to drop. I think we're going to see a heavy dose of running. The Wolves got to stay home, pinch those sweeps into the middle where they've got some help. One-on-one, trying to take a couple of those guys, pretty tough because they're pretty slippery, pretty quick. Ball snapped, hand up, no fake handoff, pass, had him open but overthrew him.
Had him right down the middle.
Yeah. Just that pass was a little bit too long for him to get to. So it'll be 2nd and 10 from the 47-yard line.
So much for your run-only philosophy there.
I knew I'd jinx it, so.
Second down and 10, and only 5 seconds ran off the clock on that incomplete pass play. So here's you got a running play. Right at the bill, that must be Connor Meade. Yeah, it sure is.
Runs him out of bounds. Nice play by number 21 for the Wolves, Elijah Torres.
Not after a gain of 20-some yards, so
Yeah.
and out of bounds.
I think we're seeing a little bit of the defense dragging a little bit, and I don't, some of that's just, physical. They've been out on the field for a lot of the game and whatnot, and plus it's it's human nature to feel a little disheartened and things. But they're playing tough. The heads are up.
Especially in the second half, they have been out there for what seems like the majority of the plays here in the third quarter.
All right, the Rams are up. Going to be in shotgun formation. Looks like we're going to have trips left. Single receiver to the short side of the field on the right. One up back. Man in motion. It's number 4, fake to him. It's drop back pass. It's going to be a screen pass and tackled. Played absolutely wonderful by number 30. I can't see him. 33 for the Wolves. That is Josiah Asuega, excuse me, I apologize. 6'2", 220. Man, he's a freshman, Troy.
Popped him.
He read that, and guess what, Troy? Probably not going to believe this, but there is a flag down in the secondary.
Let's see what this is. Maybe they're going to pick. Oh, they pick them all up. So what a very well read by the Wolves, and excellent form tackle.
I can remember again back in the 1700s. I've played defensive line in high school and college, and those coaches said if you all of a sudden are scooting in there, pretty much with no pressure, that's a screen. Drop back. Handoff up the middle. He's got a lot of room to run. He may take it. He may take it. He does not take it. He fumbles the ball into the end zone, but he's saying he's down on the 1 yard line.
I think he's down on the 1 yard line. And
there's a replay. Look at that. He stays low, running hard, cutting up there. Definitely down.
Definitely down shy of the end zone. So they should spot this ball and get the clock running. There we go.
Lockley on the carry, gets the ball down to the 1 yard line.
It is first and goal from the 1 yard line.
I'm going to say right up the middle with Connor, Brian. So got to put up some resistance here. Say
low snap.
Oh,
big
great
number
play to 50.
Big number 50 for the Wolves. Sila. Excellent play. Broke right through there, penetrated, stayed low, took him down for a nice about a 4 or 5 yard loss. Ball now sits its nose on the 5 yard line. Second down and goal for the Rams.
It's a great play by the interior. Again,
just
nowhere to go and wrapped him up. Excellent contact, excellent tackle.
Did you see the way he broke through? Then he broke down, stayed low, and made sure that the running back had nowhere to go. And they're going to go out to the sweep this time. And the Wolves defense stiffens up.
This is third down.
Third down. It's going to be again on the 5. Here's a replay of it. He's got nowhere to go. And look at that line. Look at that defensive line. Damon Wheaton was there on the stop, 6'2", 340. I don't think I'd want to run into him. Big fella. Nice play.
All right, BP. So Brian, there's 5 yards to go, third down. That's the end of the quarter, and I did jinx it. Here they go to the other end of the field.
There you go.
But for the most part, it's been here. All right. Well, fourth quarter. I think we. This is great to see the Wolves standing up here at the end of the quarter, because they were inside the 1 yard line.
Yes,
First
they
down
were.
inside the 1 yard line. And knock on wood, not due to penalties, it's now third from the 5 yard line, third down from the 5 yard line. So 2 negative plays for the Silas Rams on really good 2 defensive plays by the Wolves. So not penalty.
The Wolves interior. Yep.
So not penalty related negative yards,
which is rare in this ball game.
So it was
sloppy.
It's good. All right, kicking it off. Got 12 minutes to go.
They'll shift down to the far side, which is about as far away from us as possible. So we got a little entertainment from the South Kitsap High School Band, always great musicians. We have great instruction in both band and orchestra and choir. Outstanding programs and have been for years and years. All right, we've got 3rd down and goal. Rams typical formation. Little change of direction. Fake. Looks like it's going to be a pass out to the and tackled. Nope, did not make it.
Oh,
but he
late
does.
call.
The referee does call it that it's good. I think in the NFL we'd review that. And
Albert Kopech with the extra effort after and he's cramping up again.
He needs to hydrate. And what's that, Troy?
The big butterfly.
Big yellow butterfly. And it looks like they're going to march off against the Rams, so it's not the score. I think this has to be some sort of record for the most times into the end zone, but then it not counting being pulled back because of penalty. They're tending to the Ram who's laying down in the end zone, but the way he was stretching looks like cramping up.
Yeah, I think he jumped right down and grabbed his calf, and I could be wrong, but I believe it's the same player who was cramping up from before.
You get some fluid in that kid.
And it's been a while since I've cramped up in my shins like that, but I think once you have them, they stick around for a while, don't they? Yep. IVs get some fluid in there. Okay, looks like they're going back to. No, they did. Oh, is that not a penalty, Brian? Maybe that's a leaf.
Well, the ref.
They're lining it up for the PAT.
Okay, it's a yellow spot.
It's a yellow spot. So they posted it up on the scoreboard. It is now officially 41-7 with the PAT going on. It's exactly what that is. That is the spot for the soccer free kick. Is what that is.
I stand corrected. It looked like a flag, though.
We're
looking at the monitor, because from when they're way down there.
Give you that one.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I have
and
so many mistakes and errors, and there we go. Couldn't do it without the flag.
Is that delay of game again? So I think that's a delay of game call against the.
It's a penalty.
Silas Rams.
Just march it back, make it a little harder to kick it.
So from the booth up here, Brian, I can see a couple of raindrops. I mean, we're nice and cozy up here in the booth, but looks like it might be starting to sprinkle a bit on the field. Or am I crazy?
Well, let's not go there.
I don't answer that. Yeah.
Known you too long. They're going for 2. Guys running wide, and a whole bunch of Wolves are over there. Nice play shutting them down. I don't know why they went for 2 there, but they did. The score is now 41, Silas Rams, South Kitsap Wolves 7. Troy, as you know, there's a running clock rule, but you have to have a 40-point lead in the second half.
Gotcha.
And then basically the clock runs for everything unless it's a timeout or changing. And we got another Ram down.
Sure.
We'll show this this last touchdown by the Rams. I think his knee is down, but
so good play. Roll out to the right and watch number 5. Good second effort right here. As a nice tackle goes into tackle. So
it did. It was scored. Yep. Good call.
And to be fair to the refs, we've been hard on him, Ted. But to be fair to the refs, he was right where he was supposed to be.
And it was a good call. Being able to, it benefits us to watch a play and it's slowed down a little bit. Then we can see it. Real time is tough. And the ref made absolutely the right call. I made the wrong call.
Yeah, and the ref
I can admit that.
Ref was 2 feet away from it, so we gotta go with their.
He did have an advantage.
Yeah, slight advantage. Yeah, good effort by.
Absolutely.
I mentioned it earlier. I think it was Albert Kopech. So good effort on the Silas Rams' part.
Well, we'll see what the Rams do on this kickoff. They've earlier in the second half, after scoring, they kicked an onside, but the Wolves recovered. They've got the wind at their back, so and this kid's got a pretty good leg, so we'll see what the Rams do. Wolves are ready. Waiting for the okay, the signal from the ref to go ahead and kick it. Here we go.
Ball's in play. This time I choose to kick it.
Kick it deep.
Kicks it out of the end zone.
I told you I had a pretty good leg.
Yeah, he didn't just miss the one before.
No.
It's on purpose. So, is that Connor Meade that's kicking off? I can't read the numbers, but I think that's number 4.
Connor Meade, he's doing it all.
He's doing everything. He even kicks quick. All the dance squad and the cheer squad toughing it out tonight, so they got their rain gear out too. So it must be a little slight drizzle down there anyway.
All right, the Wolves are going to take over on the 20-yard line. Under center. Straight ahead.
Hang on to the ball, young man.
Yep, couple yard gain there.
If it starts raining, Brian, are you going to go get the car for me after the game, or does this work?
I think you go there for me. The trouble is, it's my car. You'll go get it, and I won't see it till
that is fair.
Tomorrow.
That is a fair point. That's a fair point. It's almost to 11 minutes to play, so I'd love to see a nice sustained drive here. I know it's the game might be out of hand, but that doesn't mean you can't compete and try to get better.
Yeah, that play went just about nowhere.
Yep. Braden Scovald again on the carry.
He's had a lot of action coming off in that misdirection, handing off and whatnot. He's had a nice game, played hard.
Oh, see, thank you for that shot. So
it's a raining.
It's a raining. Good job, guys and gals. Wow, right up the middle, busted, almost busted. Needed one more player.
One more step. That was number 23, Brady Haley. He's had a couple of nice runs, but that gave the Wolves
nice job, Brody.
a first down, and the clock is running. We've got just under 10 and a half left to go in this game. The Wolves have it, 1st and 10 on the 30-yard line. Motion, handoff up the middle. Maybe a couple. Wolves player's not going down. He's not going down easy.
So again, good blocking up front. Dylan Santini and friends up there for the Wolves. It's always nice is when they can control the line of scrimmage, and at least the ball carriers don't have to avoid anybody for at least a couple yards and make contact. So haven't been a ton of negative running plays for the Wolves tonight.
And that one just got snuffed out. You did have to say that, didn't you?
I know.
That didn't even have time to develop. It looks like the rain is coming down. We just got a report that there's a convergent zone sitting right on top of us.
Right on top of us. It's a compliment to the field and the facilities that here south over the years. From inside of our booth here, if we didn't have the great camera work, it still looks beautiful out there.
Yeah.
The field looks great.
Run up the middle. Got stopped short.
I think we're
gained him about 4 yards.
I still think we're in 4-down territory here, don't you? I'd be surprised to see the punt team come on here, but I could be wrong. It's 4th and
no, punt team is not. They're gonna go for it. 4th and about 6. Ball's on the 35. We'll see what we got. It's going to be tough to pass. Throw that ball in this rain.
And they're going straight into the wind, too.
Yeah.
All right. So I expect a free 5 yards from the Silas Rams here. That I think is going to move the ball forward and give the Wolves 4th and maybe 1.
Or
first down. Oh, they're moving those proverbial steel links over there. The chains are moving.
I think athletic meds better get some ice on the wrists of those referees, because they have to be pretty sore from all that flag throwing. Legitimate call. Understand. So 1st and 10 for the Wolves. Ball handed off up the middle. He's got room to go.
Nice.
He's going to make a first down and then some, and he's out. And there we go. Some more flags, ladies and
number
gentlemen.
23. That has to be, I would guess, maybe face mask, Brian. I mean, they threw that right at the runner.
Yeah, and there was only one Wolf there, which was the runner, so it couldn't have been some bad blocking. They're going to put their heads together, but looks like it's pretty.
So Brody Maley, another nice run. And by the way, Brody, another sophomore, Brian.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, and there it
Key
was.
players.
Yeah, it was a face mask. Here's a great run by Brody. And here comes the face mask right there. Oh.
Yeah, you think so?
Yeah.
See, if we had one of those little dry programs, we could put a circle around his face mask.
I don't even think we need to draw that one.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
So good camera work, guys.
Yeah,
awesome.
excellent. Good replay too.
Yep.
Handed up off the middle. He's got another first down and then some. Nice drive going on here by the Wolves. Brody's having a nice game. I'd like to know, and that sophomore kid, he's going. Playing significant minutes and significant yards in a varsity game. He's doing a nice job.
South with a little up tempo here.
Kind of the same play. He didn't really go anywhere that time. And ball comes out. Ball's still out.
And the ball looks like it is. Is it maintained? Did the Wolves recover?
Snowball ends up with it.
Ball was recovered by the Wolves. Ball's on the 30-yard line, so now it's only 2nd and 25, Troy.
Hey, at least we have at least
30.
South still is maintaining possession of the ball. So, and it's too bad. Brody was a hard run.
20, it's 25. It's not. There we go. The board said 30. Dang it! I was right for once. Don't take that away. And a pitch, and he just missed, and we're going to be pushed further back, and now we're going to be third. Now it might be 30.
Yeah.
Maybe it was someone who's running the clock had.
You're like Nostradamus over here.
Yeah,
you knew what it was coming. Nobody else did.
Oh shoot! They were driving there. This is tough. This is tough.
Yeah, stalled drive, going the wrong way.
When you put the ball on the floor, it makes it tough. Makes it tough. We got 6.5 left to go in this ball game.
Third down to the 38-yard line for the Wolves.
3rd and 33 on the 38.
Okay.
Things you generally don't. I think they'll be going for this. This is 4 down territory. I don't think we'll see again. I don't think we'll see the punt team coming out. Which, why not, right? Gotta.
Nothing ventured, nothing gained, right?
Correct. Just coming up on, we're under 6 minutes to play. So I don't know what the.
Long time getting the call in. They may be calling a timeout here.
They might be calling a timeout.
They're going to have to get it in without getting another 5-yard penalty. Or they're going to take the 5, they're going to take the delay and then go ahead and punt it.
Something, but they're not aiming to.
Called the timeout. Yeah, they must have known, they planned on that because they were in no hurry to get that play called in.
And I did not see the ref standing next to Coach Erickson. Yeah, so just waiting for almost time to expire. Call timeout. South still has 2 timeouts and Silas has 1. I'm sure Coach Erickson wasn't not anticipating to save him for later in the game. So see what happens. So they are bringing out the punt team, and maybe this is an opportunity to either practice their punting formation. They had everything, or maybe they're going to try a fake fake punt. If I was Silas, I'm sure that their coaching staff's yelling at them too to be prepared for anything here, and I'd be surprised if they were coming after a block. I think you'll see them not rush. Oh, nice punt. Looks like it's going to be down around the 10-yard line. So 9-yard line, and the Silas Rams will take over with 5:22 left in the game. And the guest from Tacoma, the Silas Rams are leading the South Kitsap Wolves 41-7.
You know, with the winter sports, traditional winter sports being played this year, which is absolutely great. You know, South traditionally has tough basketball teams that both the boys and the girls play tough. And the wrestling team, of course, is probably, you know, if they're not I can't imagine anybody better than, you know, overall program in the entire state. They have just been tremendous.
Yeah, I've been really strong in league play, and looks like there's probably a holding or a clipping call there, and I think this one's going to be called on the Silas Rams, Brian, and they're walking back in the direction back up against their goal.
Yeah. Ice for the referee's wrists, and we may need to.
Yeah, it's okay. That was double, so we've reached new goals. It looks like there's a penalty. They'll be offsetting. It's both on teams, but
I think we need to run new flags out for the referees as well, because those things are getting worn out. We should have tallied.
So Brian, give me a good nugget here for 5 minutes to go. I still want to see South Kitsap. I don't think the South Kitsap defense has had a turnover tonight. Have they? Correct me if I'm wrong. Have they had one? I'm still anxious to see one. It was one of my, one of the keys to the beginning of the game. And
big gain up the middle, and more flags coming.
Well, there's two kids
some
tied.
extracurricular activities after the whistle. There's going to be, I think, a personal foul against the Rams. That'd be one for the extracurricular.
Yeah, that was easy to see. Two participants.
The other one I would guess would be probably illegal block or
holding.
Or holding. Holding against the Rams is signaled, but there was an additional play.
Yeah, I think you can only be penalized one on one play. I don't think they can stack them up, can they? Maybe
another flag just came out and was thrown in back of the Wolves. Not sure what that one's about.
I think he's picking it up from before, isn't he? Or do you watch?
No, one came out. Offsetting penalties. So we just do all that all over.
It's like it never happened.
Although we're marching it back, so there might. Bottom line is there's several different penalties there. It's going to be marched back. It's going to be first and a bunch of yards. First and
11 or 12?
Yeah, about first and 12 for the Rams. The ball's on the looks like about the 13-yard line.
Or the 7.
Or maybe the 8. Or yeah. I think I'm getting tired.
7-yard line. So
it's way past my bedtime.
See if they can run a successful play here.
Are you saying successful is just with no penalty?
Yep. And mission accomplished. So good, tough blocking up there. I'm holding out strong for the Wolves to get a turnover. I think it's going to have to come from a forced fumble. So punch at the ball.
The ball is, I'm checking my stats here, is on the 15-yard line. Shotgun formation, handoff up the middle. Little, he's going to get the first down.
First down, stop the play.
Number 52 for the Wolves, trying to get that ball to be pulled out there.
Oh, that is, I was
That's
a little
Colby
slow
Shaw.
there. It's a little slow there, but moving the chains. New set of downs for the Rams.
Clock is ticking. The ball's now on the 20. I got it right there. Third time's charm, I guess. So I think you're going to see a heavy dose of Rams running the ball here. Keep that clock moving. No reason to stop it. Ball snap, pitch, fake pitch. Just too many missed tackles there. They're going to get another first down. The ball's going to come out past the 30, about the 33-yard line.
So Brian, as we're winding down here, we don't get to do this very often, but it sure is fun. It's fun to come up and interact with the kids. It's fun to see all the hard work that they put in. It's still fun. I mean, our kids have gone through the school here. Some still are involved in the school. It's, they're not going to come out on a victory tonight, but all in all, high school sports are still
best
fun,
dollar,
fun
best
to
sport
be,
entertainment
fun
dollar.
to be part of it. It's a treat. Thanks for the invite. Thanks for letting me play along up here, and it's super fun. I love sharing the experience with the community when I get an opportunity to tell them what we do up here and how it's all accomplished, and spreading the good word on, the SK TV, the productions company, and listening to it on the YouTube channel. So, all in all, again, they're not going to come out victorious tonight, but that's not the end all, the beat all in something like this.
Absolutely.
So,
absolutely. And
a lot of people to thank.
And I agree. It is fun, and Troy, we've known each other for many, many years, and so being able to do this, we both love sports. We love football, and certainly encourage. I hope all the Wolves players will come back and train hard, go to camps, learn more, get stronger, get some of these other athletes out to play, because I really think good things are coming. I know it's hard on a season you go through without a win and things, but there's a lot of youngsters, and these coaches are working hard, the players are working hard. It'd just be absolutely great to see them start getting a little more success.
Yep, and nothing comes easy, and again, it's so much more than just
big run up the field. He's tackled out of bounds over the 50-yard line. He's going to be taken out of bounds about the 48-yard line. Big play, and it's going to be a first down for the Rams.
And it's no secret they play in a very, very, very competitive football division, right?
Absolutely.
Some of the best teams in the state are in this league. So
South Puget Sound League.
South Puget Sound League is extremely tough. They got their work cut out for them, but it's still awesome.
I know at one point in time mid-season there was at least 3, and I think maybe 4 of the South Puget Sound League football teams that were rated in the top 10 in the state. So yeah, it's a tough league, toughest in the state, I believe. I don't know how it could not be. So.
And we personally have seen, that was a long pass down the middle of the field.
He's wide open, makes a cut, and he's going to go into the end zone.
So number 7 off into the Noah Fox Flores with the touchdown, with the catch and the run in. So, yeah, and we saw a couple of those teams play South during the year, and I don't have it in front of me. I know a couple of them, and the names are going to leave me, but there's a couple kids that we saw play that are going straight to the Pac-12 next year. So there were some really, really good quality, talented kids that have the opportunity to have bright futures, and whether it's college or whether it's past that, either way they're gonna have the opportunity to get an education. So there's some really, really, really good athletes, and the percentages that go on is crazy, from how many people play high school football to get the opportunity to move on to, or any sport for that matter, for basketball or wrestling, to go on into the collegiate level. So
I don't know if that was a called fake extra point, or if it was just a busted play that they decided to go out there. but it was not successful. The Wolves did a nice job of knocking down that pass. The score is 47-7, so the 40-second or 40-point running clock rule will go. As soon as they kick off, the clock will run and will only stop for timeouts or an injury, obviously. So the band is going to entertain us a little bit there. There they are, playing, getting wet, but still playing. They enjoy it, and the band does just add so much to the atmosphere of a ball game of any kind, whether it's outdoors here in the football or basketball and in the gym.
Indoors, yeah, for sure.
I think I'd much rather be indoors as we are up here. Everybody else out there is getting wet.
So the big winter sports are boys and girls basketball, right?
Wrestling,
swim. Wrestling, right? Boys and swim.
Yep.
Swim and there's dive as well, aren't they? So I'm going to get schooled on my high school sports here. Men's dive. Thank you very much.
Do you think they have the cannonball event? I could maybe compete in that one. Biggest splash.
We could do that. Yeah, for sure.
All right, they're getting lined up. They're waiting for the referee to say it's okay to kick, and here they go, kicking the ball off. Kind of a squib kicky kind of thing. And, of course, we have a flag and a whistle and all that kind of stuff because we really can't go more than a play or two without having the referees call something.
So with that going on, I feel obligated for all my coaching compadres out there. Remember, for all of you students out there that might be listening, winter sports season is quickly approaching. Be sure to have your current physical and ASB to sign up for bowling, boys or girls basketball, boys swim and dive, or wrestling. Winter sports starts November 15th. Bowling already started, but winter sports registrations are open and must be completed for you to be eligible to play. That's in bold. I'm reading that. It's in bold.
And kids or parents, if you don't know, contact the coach, contact the athletic department here at the high school. Find out, get that stuff done, because there's nothing more frustrating for the kids and the coaches is people that are ineligible.
Right, and you will also, students and parents, you will not be able to be cleared to play if you have any outstanding fines on your school account. So pay the piper, right? Get clean.
Yeah. Go up there. I know there's lots of people in the, like I said, the coaches or the athletic department can check all that out, let you know what you need to do, get her done. All right. Well, the clock is running.
It's not, though.
It's not. The referee is trying to get it going. His arm's gonna fall off.
There we go. It's 2:20 left. Then winter sports and oh, by the way, I mean we haven't had an opportunity to do this in a week or two. It's November. What happened to 2021? It clicks fast around here. Oh, daylight savings time also
this
Sunday,
this
right?
Sunday,
or Saturday night / early morning.
It's Sunday morning.
They say
Sunday 2 a.m.
2 a.m.
You ever stayed up and watched it change on your computer?
No.
Me either. Thought about it, but I won't.
I think that'd be a hard no. And if I ever was at the age where I was up that late, I was not looking at a clock. So.
Big run up the middle. Good run. He's going to run up the side. He may go all the way, Troy. He's running up the sideline. 20, 15, 10. Cuts to the middle. Gets a couple of blocks. He's going to go completely the other side. Jordan. Oh, tough luck, buddy. Tough luck. What a run. He just ran off 55 yards, and he ran 110. And he completely cut to the other side. I think he just ran out of steam.
And he ran a minute off the clock.
Good for you, Jordan.
Nice
he
run,
needs a breather, Coach.
Yeah, nice run, Jordan. And here's Jordan again, right up the middle, and to no prevail. But, yeah, it was an exciting run. Good for him.
He was trying. He was giving it all. He just ran out of steam.
Covered a lot of turf. I thought
when he cut back over there about the 10-yard line, running around on the other side here.
I did for a second think he was going to try to score and end the game at the same time with the clock. With the clock going.
30 seconds left in this ball game. Wolves snap it. It's off to number 21, and he marches into the end zone. You know what? They deserve that touchdown, that score, to finish the game.
Elijah Torres. And boy, the old cannon team over there is quick on the cannon.
He'd step one step into the end zone. They haven't gotten to fire that thing off. And here's a replay on that long run. Look at him cut back over. He goes, whoop, over here. He's going over here. He picks up one block if he can get somebody out there, and they bring him down.
Yeah, I just changed it.
Look at the look.
He's a little
good play.
And here's the touchdown. Just a quick hitter off to Elijah. Nice cut back into open turf and excellent replay. And
he's barely in zone, and we see smoke from the cannon.
The touch. Yeah,
going for two. He's running hard, up for two. Good for you guys. Nicely done. And that was Mr. Jordan Lee on that one. He deserves something out of that, didn't he?
Yep. Walked right into the end zone. But yeah, Cannon squad was quick on the score. That was great. And there's 24 seconds left in the game, so I think we'll...
hey, and that means that it's no longer running clock, so 24 seconds. They
have time for 5 plays.
Yeah, absolutely. Onside kick here, recover, score, do it again, score.
No, that was fun.
What do you think?
Good for those kids, and if the season ends like that, what a great memory to walk away from. So
exactly.
Good on them. Don't know if they have the cannon loaded back up again there, Brian.
Hey, if you and I had a cannon like that, we'd be ready, wouldn't we?
But it was touchdown, boom.
Like I said, he had 1 foot in the end zone, and boom.
Good thing there was no flags on that play. They would have had to reload quick.
So, what are the chances? Are we going to see more flags here? There's 24 seconds.
No, I think we got one.
We got one more good flag in this. I just know it.
No.
I sense it.
No.
All right.
We're clean.
Wolves are lining up, getting ready to kick. Rams are ready to receive it. I'm going to predict a squib. No, I'm going to predict an onside kick. Nope, squid. There we go.
Squidward picked up.
And they bring him down about the 44-yard line. Clock should stop because it's no longer running clock.
Does it so that goes off once the...
I don't understand why it's running, but then I just apparently don't know the rules, so I'll admit to that. And this is going to end it. That's your ball game, ladies and gentlemen. Well, there you go. We want to thank you for joining us tonight. And this season we'll be back broadcasting Season 2 sports. We'd also like to thank the students of the video production program that Troy's talked about that are just fantastic. They made this television program possible. And again, the final score was 47-15 in favor of Silas out of Tacoma. So long, good night, and God willing, we'll be back next year calling some games and getting some W's for the Wolves.
Good night, everybody.
Good night. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for supporting these students, cheerleaders, dance, band, everybody else. Nice job, guys, tonight. Everybody have a safe drive home. Good night, everybody.